Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. It is Monday. That means it's time for Monday Night Raw, and they're starting it out with Kevin Owens. That's Dalitha, and I am Travis, and you're watching Wrestling Gab. And I don't have a microphone, so hopefully they heard me. Yeah, Sammy always comes out second.
Because they think he's popular.
Well, he was. The Bloodline made him super popular for a while, but I don't know if they're still going that route with the Bloodline.
Right.
A little bit. I mean, obviously, Roman Reigns is going to wrestle him with Solo Sikoa at the pay-per-view.
Supposedly. Walter was in here, but he'll be back later. Sophie's out there. Robert is with us.
Hey,
Joshua Phillips
Robert.
is with us too. Hey guys, how's it going?
Got a little bit of a full card tonight. It looks like they're going to start it out with a little bit of Bloodline storyline. As they should.
Yeah. Should totally throw that in your face 500,000 times.
It didn't look like they were in wrestling gear, did it? I couldn't tell what Sammy was wearing.
Oh. I wasn't paying attention to him that close. I thought that's what he always wore. I didn't know he could wear different clothes.
Maybe he does. I don't know. I don't pay attention. Anyways, but we do have a Battle Royal tonight, which should be exciting. If you guys want to see Mustafa Ali win a Battle Royal tonight. Since he's literally the only name on there that's done anything that's even relevant, and that's one win last week. Did you see those names?
Yeah, it's all dumb. Oh, I listened. They sounded stupid as fuck. So if you let us know that the negotiation windows for WWE stuff for Fox, NBC, something about it, who knows. Robert says, hey, what it do? I had a long day. Joshua says, sup guys. Sophie also says a lot of WWE stars are rumored to get new theme songs. Can happen, does happen. Sophie also says, remember Friday I mentioned streaming services. Sometimes they don't have every episode or season of certain shows.
Fact. Yeah, there is no one on there that's done piss.
Yeah. What is this for? This battle
The
royal?
winner gets to wrestle Gunther for the United States or the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, I see.
We'll get there.
Joshua Phillips says
belts.
if Solo and Roman do get the titles at Night of Champions, I think they will keep them. Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
Don't see them getting them, let alone keeping them. Let alone it happening, but you know, there's that. Janelle Jackson in the chat. Hey, Janelle, good to see you tonight. It says hi. Hello. Looks like they have the Stanley Cup playoffs are happening on the other side.
Yeah, I turned it on there.
Teams and stuff. I have
It's
nothing
the
to know
Kraken
about.
in Dallas.
Sammy's addressing the crowd now with Kevin out there in the ring, everybody. That's who came out first. That's how I feel about it. The black lung. No, he's not a threat.
I mean, no, seriously, they haven't done shit. Johnny Gargano, nothing. Dexter Lumis, nothing. Tozawa, nothing. Eric and Ibar, tag team. Otis and Gable, tag team. Mansoor and the other guy, tag team. Marseille, yeah. Ezekiel, or whatever his name is, Elias. Dolph Ziggler, maybe, but he hasn't been doing anything. Baron Corbin, he's on a losing streak. Big Head, remember Big Head Boy? And then you have the Hurt Business. And then
Is the big
I
guy
honestly-
the one from NXT?
yeah, I have no idea who this guy is. Good luck. I've never seen him before.
Huh.
Somebody.
Yeah, that's a motley crew of fucking
Shit.
morons.
It's a bunch of nobodies.
Riddle, Cedric Alexander, not Cedric, what's his face? Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
And the two other guys, I guess, that came over from NXT.
The big guy's Von Wagner, but I don't know who the other dude is.
With all the tattoos. Bronson's in the chat. Hey, Bronson says, how's it going, guys? Happy Monday.
So you guys are going to see Mustafa Ali win that. I'm calling it right now.
Janelle says, I'm going to the movie this Friday.
Woo, what
movie are
movie?
you going to? Harley says, let's go. Time to have some fun. How was everybody's Mother's Day?
That's fine. Seriously, Kevin. Or fucking Sammy, you're annoying as fuck. Who talks with in between their words?
Somebody who doesn't know how to use their diaphragm when they yell.
Here comes Damien. Judgment Day.
Joshua says, you do anything cool for your mom for Mother's Day, Travis?
Not really. Nothing cool.
Whatever.
Just, go ahead.
Made her breakfast and we watched a movie.
Right. That's what I say. Nothing cool, just normal stuff.
What do they consider cool?
I don't know.
Putting
Skydiving.
her in a tire and rolling her down a hill?
Yes. Chasing parked cars.
Fight. Not dance, fight. Oh, God. Oop.
I'm sure they are.
Yourself.
Right.
Gentlemen and Dom. Okay, that was a good one. That was actually pretty good. It's like, thanks, Chris O'Connor's in the chat. Hey, Chris, good to see you today. It says, hey, guys. Janelle says, I'm going to go see the new Fast and Furious movie. My lady convinced me to go see it. Have you seen all the other ones? He's really loud in my ear, and I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's mine?
2. Who does number 2 work for?
He has a horrible voice. It's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, he's a leprechaun.
Ugh. It rakes at my nerves. So it says the segment took an interesting twist. Pico says, we lassoed a gator and had a rodeo in our backyard. Ooh, that sounds fun.
That's a Mother's Day.
There you go. That's what you do. That's some cool stuff. Robbie says, hey there, people. Hey, Robbie.
Should be a good night for wrestling. Why is Rhea out there? She's so fucking annoying.
So he says, if they give Roman 2 more championships, fans will hate him more. Piccolo says, what a glorious Monday, Gabbers. Janelle says, is it true with all the news saying about Randy Orton?
Yeah, there's a good chance we're going to see him tonight. The rumors are he's there, and he's going to possibly come out and address the crowd.
That he might not ever come back.
Whatever his address would be.
I said possibly. I say that was true. Chris says, damn, they called Rhea a guy. Well, of course they did. Janelle says they didn't say in all the Fast and Furious movies since day 1, so this one shouldn't be different for me. Oh, cool. There you go. Chris says, Balor Club. And Joshua says, oh, sweet Austin Powers reference. John says, who does number 2 work for? John Sparkling in the chat. Hey, John says, how's it going up in here? Up in here.
Up in here.
Well, Sammy addressed the whole Judgment Day as gentlemen except Dom, so that was pretty funny. I'd give him that one. Piccolo says, right? Punch him in the face! Punch him in the face! Punch him in the face!
Right. Why does she have
Punch
to
her in the face, too! Punch her in the face! Punch her in the face! Damn it. You guys waited too long. And now you got punched in the face instead. See what happens? You should have just slapped her. Should have bitch slapped her. That's what you should have done.
What are they going to get? Natalya to work in their corner since that's who her feud is with now? Isn't it? Natalya?
I don't know. Is that who it is?
I don't know.
I haven't been paying attention much to this. I feel like it's just worthless putting a championship on this person, so. People says, I just threw some dinner in the oven. You just chucked it in there. You're like, fuck it.
Hopefully you put it in a pan.
No, you just chuck the dinner in there. Like baseball style chuck it. Or softball softball style chuck it.
It could start a fire.
Robbie says 3 hours of Monday night. Night bore. Oh, Monday night bore. Who's the pop on the show tonight? I don't know. Your mom. Sophie says, I wonder what the main event is going to be. Bronson says, did you guys have a good Mother's Day with your mothers?
Nakamura and Miz. That'll be your main event.
I had a great Mother's Day with my mom.
You're so weird.
How was that weird? Why can't I have a good Mother's Day with my mom?
You're weird, I said.
She didn't have anything to say about it. What's your problem? She probably had a great time. Should start packing her around in a backpack with me everywhere. Take her places. So she can get out of the house more.
Right. Get off your dad's floor.
Pickles.
Oh, here it is. Miz and Nakamura.
Yes, Janelle Randy is having a sex change. Call her Ramona from now on. Or is that Rhea? Robbie says 3 hours of Monday Night Raw. Who's popping on the show? Your mom. Sophie says, I had 2 chocolate frosties from Wendy's as dessert. Is that all you had? Like you didn't have any dinner? That was your food? Joshua says, Travis said, who does number 2 work for? That's what I was saying. Yeah. I got it, Joshua. I knew what you were referencing that Travis referenced from Austin Powers. He says it a lot. Or I say it. One of us says it. And then
Dallas with their green on tonight. It's very green.
They're very green.
St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. Hey, the Miz is in green on that picture too. Get him, Miz.
Shinsuke and Miz having a fight. Not a dance fight. Fight!
Miz K. Nakamura.
Chris says, yeah, if it's true, Randy would have to come out tonight and confirm it, even if it's a work. Sophie says, at least it's a fresh thing. Pico says, the temptation's real. To start a fire in your oven or to something else. I'm not sure what it is. What's real? What is it, Pico? What is the temptation and what is it? Jaws says, kick Rhea in the balls. Yeah. That would be kicking Dom. Like, from head to toe. Janelle says, how come YouTube Women's Champions haven't smoked titles yet? Switched titles yet?
We just don't know. It's weird, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're waiting until after the pay-per-view or something, guys. I don't know.
Maybe they have other plans with them. They're acting like we don't notice, though. They're like, they won't.
We don't really understand what's happening. Equals like sidearm chuck. Nice.
Like a shortstop.
Bray Wyatt is removed from every WWE roster. Pico says, and Eckersley, if you will.
Right.
Says, do you think if Raw goes to a different network or streaming that they will make
She doesn't
it
know
2
who Dennis
hours?
Eckersley is.
I have no idea.
He was a closer for the A's when they won the World Series in like 88, 87, 89, somewhere in that.
That's good.
Was that the series? That was the Big Earthquake series. I think it was 89 when the Big Earthquake hit.
I don't remember, but maybe. It could have been then. I know it was in the 80s, but I don't know when in the 80s.
It was during that World Series.
Huh, really? Wow. Were they in...
San Francisco. In Oakland. It was
was
San Francisco
happening?
playing Oakland in the World Series, so they were...
In California?
They were there. I'm pretty sure that's who they were playing.
Did they blame why they lost on the earthquake? Whoever lost?
Well, the Giants lost.
Did they blame it on the earthquake?
No. People were like trapped in cars and shit. They weren't about that life.
That was why they lost, is because people were trapped in cars?
That's why they didn't use it as an excuse. Remember the highways fell on each other?
Yes.
And people were trapped in their cars? It's just terrible.
Robbie's like, Nakamura new music? Kind of.
A little bit.
But not a lot.
But yes.
Little different.
He doesn't have Homeboy playing the guitar for him.
So it says maybe the Battle Royal is the main event. Maybe. Piccolo says, my mom hated me showing her Elvis. Thought it's not authentic and whatnot. Yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's no chance that Battle Royal is the main event. With the participants in it, it's
God, if they made that the main
mid-card.
event, you know Raw's gone way downhill. Should be probably gotten rid of if they do that. Robbie's like, D, that's just rude. Well, maybe you should be nicer to your mom. Nakamura has the jitters, Piccolo says. I want to see a dance fight. You got served, Miz. Well, considering how Nakamura jumps around and stuff, I just figured that he would be, you know, good at dance fighting. Bronson says to take my mother and my brother out to dinner to the Longhorn Steakhouse. It was really good. And then we bought some blizzards from Dairy Queen. Blizzards are nice.
Nothing better than a blizzard, is there?
Probably not. Our Dairy Queen's too far away. I could always take my mom to dinner.
It's like 15 minutes.
Should be a cheap date.
It's like 15 minutes. I think there's one there.
Yeah, there is. Sophie says WWE NBC deal expires at the end of the year. They got plenty of time, Sophie. Robbie says that pay-per-view sounds so exciting with his laughing faces. And Harley says the Dallas Stars green jerseys are their second home. Piccolo says blizzards are great. And Chris says also heard Mandy is returning. Well, wouldn't that be exciting
Mandy
and
Sachs?
interesting? I wonder if that's really true. If she got rid of and Vince brings her back, that's hilarious. And I will laugh and point and laugh.
Vince has no problem with it.
I know he don't have no problems with it.
So the Endeavor deal has a clause in it that Vince has to be the chief executive officer of WWE until he dies.
Wow.
Or he
retires and gives it up or whatever, relinquishes it.
Yeah, he cannot be let go or the deal's off.
That's funny. He's like, I'm going to make sure this fucker's tighter than a duck's ass.
You know what's funny is it was the CEO of Endeavor that wanted it. Like, he was the one, like, I will not do the deal unless Vince is in charge.
I couldn't blame him. I wouldn't blame him one bit. I know everybody's all sucking up to Triple H's asshole, but in all reality, he doesn't know how to run a big-ass business,
I watched the interview, so, like, that's legit. Like, that's real. I think I even posted on our TikTok that part. He's like, look, it's a package deal. Like, if we don't get Vince, then there's really no purpose.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying that it makes sense because Triple H can't run a big business. Like, we saw that it doesn't happen. He can't do it.
Right.
He fucks it up. He had every chance in the world to make NXT fantastic as a, you know, whatever, developmental league, and he fucked that up.
Well, even as a par, he couldn't do it because of the athletes. He stuck with these little kids.
That he is so in love with. Oh, give everybody a chance. Participation trophy match, millennial. Give it up, man.
The problem with it is that he actually did change that, though. Remember, he was going with Karrion and Big Keith Lee. Like, it was working. But then, all of a sudden, all sorts of shit hit the fan. But he had it on Cole for way too long. And that's what buried it.
Hey, they started this match between Miz and Nakamura.
Yeah, they did.
They're doing it. They're doing it wild.
Doing it. Nakamura using those educated feet.
Pico's like, big brain, Oakland versus San Francisco. Sophie says, I never heard of that picture Travis was talking about. What, you never heard of the picture from the 80s? He's so amazing.
Dennis Eckersley was mentioned in here. Somebody was going to throw their meat in the oven sideways.
Picola did.
Like Dennis Eckersley.
Yes. I know where it came from.
He was a
Chris
side
says,
armor.
Travis, thoughts on my boy Ryan Presley of my Astros. He's a damn good closer.
Yeah, doing good. The Astros always seem to find people in their minor league system. You know, and a few of their minor leaguers didn't pan out, but it always makes you wonder if they're still going to. They just are going to do it later on.
Miz got some upper hand on Nakamura there by smacking him in the face with his boot.
All right.
Good for him.
Anyways, Nakamura into the ropes, turns it around, sends Miz out to the floor. Nakamura, what's he going to do? Something with his feet. There it is, a baseball slide.
John says, yes, A's versus San Fran, 89. Beagle says Dennis Eckersley. Look him up. He also was a Diamondback, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember where else he ended up.
Godzilla, such a bastard. Godzilla. So if he says, I could see Cody or Becky or Orton be the main event.
Yeah, I know Becky's going to be out there, and she's probably going to address Trish, but I don't know if they'll do any matches with her.
Right.
Cody's going to answer Brock, because remember Brock challenged him last week when he was beating him up?
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to get that answer at some point, and then obviously we have that Royal Rumble. Battle Royal.
Yeah.
Not Royal Rumble. That's a pay-per-view.
The Battle Royal is going to happen tonight. Poor Nakamura got beat up and fell out of the ring.
It's about time that Miz gets a little bit of an upper hand.
Yeah, don't worry. He'll probably lose, though.
Oh, he'd definitely lose. Mm-hmm. I think they're starting to push Shinsuke.
Again?
To the moon, yeah. Well, after he got back. He's in Japan for a while. They loaned him to New Japan. Now he's back.
Commercial break! Robbie says, so what's Miz and Nakamura all about? What's it about? A commercial? I was like, D, you're just lazy to go to Dairy Queen. Right, Robbie. I'm lazy to go to Dairy Queen, which is not in my city.
And we used to have 2 of them.
And I don't want to drive there to just get a blizzard.
What, do you want, a hamburger there?
I don't know what you'd have there. What else is good there at Dairy Queen? Anything? Food? Is their food good? I don't know.
I mean, obviously.
Oh, their foot-long hot dogs. They used to be good.
I've only been to the one that was at the Westwood Mall, 6 times in my whole entire life. Even when it was here, I never really had them.
Mr. Misty's, Blizzards. People is like, Mandy. Oh, the clause is he gets to check out the goods.
I had a buddy who's a really big fat guy, and we called him Snuffleupagus, and that's where he worked.
Was it the Dairy Queen?
Old Snuffleupagus.
Nice. Rob says Mandy ain't coming back. Triple H and his big nose is a bum. John says WWE signed twin sister that played basketball at Miami.
Yeah, they did.
They only signed one or both of them?
Both of them.
They did sign those twin sisters, huh?
Yeah.
I remember those girls when they showed them in that one thing. I don't know their names, but I remember them.
Calendar or something.
Maybe.
Colander.
That sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah.
Pickle's like, Stop. Nobody is sucking up buttholes. Yes, they are, Pickle. Everybody is. Everybody is sucking up to Triple H's butthole. That's in the Elite and the Dumb Cucks. Yeah. What I've seen there is Tony Khan sucking up CM Punk's asshole. So there's that.
Old Punk. He'll be
Robbie
back
says
soon.
NXT ain't no developmental anymore. It's just a shit third brand these days.
I don't even think it's a third brand. I think they turned it back into a developmental to a point because obviously you have all those new young women in there.
Yeah.
The men's champion's next to trash, but it was before too. Braun Breaker wasn't much better than Hayes.
Yeah, you gotta.
But neither of them
small
are
people.
But you know, Braun Breaker has a future. He just isn't as big and as strong as his uncle and his dad, and he doesn't seem to be as good on the mic. So he's got to do something.
Vindicator's in the chat. Hey, Vin says they have no idea who that is, John, but we do, Vin. We do know who that is.
We just got to remember that Rick Steiner wasn't a superstar.
No,
Scott was a superstar.
Vindicator says anyways, I hate to leave them, Travis. I'm back again. Tell a friend. Yay. John says, talk to me. Yeah. And Pico says, get a Vindicator. Robbie says, Trish deserves to be slapped. Vindicator says, I see a peak Coca-Cola. Pico says, my chicken parm smells like it may be done. If it's burning, it must be done. Just kidding.
When that one particular alarm goes off, it's done.
Yes.
It sounds like beep.
That's the one. Some lightning out there?
Oh, yeah, it's a thunderstorm.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's not supposed to last very long, I don't think.
Yeah. Joshua says he answered last week, Travis, I think. Vindicator says, so Travis, you feel like Nakamura will have a better run on Raw than he did 2 years ago?
Probably not. I don't think we're going to see him as a world champion again. I'd like to see him as a champion, but he doesn't cut promos, and I have a hard time putting a championship belt on somebody that can't cut a promo. And I don't know if they're going to put anybody with him again. Except for they've hinted at Miz.
Right.
So that could still happen. And if you put him with Miz, really good wrestler with a really, really good promo guy, that could be exciting.
Joshua says, he said he will fight him at Night of Champions. Ooh. Pico's got the strong arm and some Elvis dancing. And Robbie says, do you love a battle royal? Chris says, my boy Zion Quinn got drafted to Raw from NXT. He's making that bag now for his girl Danny Alexo, a.k.a. Harley Cameron, over on AEW. Is he on Raw and is he in the battle royal, Chris? And does he have a lot of tattoos on his body? Just curious. Pico says, I think Dairy Queen and Orange Julius was merged. Yeah, you know what? I don't know, but we used to have an Orange Julius, and they were so good. Why people wanted to get rid of them, I don't know. Robbie says, so what's the point of Miz and Nakamura? Is it building a feud, a storyline? They kind of
they have one going for a minute.
Yeah, they kind of butted heads in the back like last week.
Miz wants to be his tag team partner and call him Miz K Nakamura. Yeah. He just says it rolls off the tongue.
That's what he wants. Bronson says, my favorite blizzard from Dairy Queen is the Royal New York Cheesecake Blizzard. If you haven't tried it before, it's really good. I am personally a big fan of...
Butterfinger?
The chocolate-covered cherries blizzard.
Oh, I've only had a Butterfinger, I believe. I might have had a different one once.
Robbie says, what is that beep sound? Your microwave? There's a beep? I don't hear a beep.
I hear no beeping.
I don't hear any beeping. Are you sure it's not a bomb in your home? You should probably get that checked out. Bronson says, do you guys like Chipotle? No.
Never had it.
They like to give people gastrointestinal problems.
Sounds like a beautiful thing.
Called, whatchamacallit?
Salmonella?
Yes, that one. So he says, do you think Randy Orton will have HBK Shawn Michaels type role when he first retires?
I have no idea. I mean, hopefully Orton will leave and just go with his kids and be done. Would be my guess, is what he'd want to do.
Right.
I don't think he wants to hang around.
Chris is like, yes, and Robbie says no champions with no new champions.
He's too close to the ropes. See how he grabbed the wrong leg?
His leg's all on the rope.
He had him beat. That was his skull-crushing finale.
Pico says, my alarm every morning, it's my humps. My humps. Robbie says, D, everything is going on the app. Just eat. What are you talking about? So he says, with these rosters, we could have opportunities for fresh feuds and storylines. John says, I think Orton is done. He probably cashed in on insurance policy. Maybe. And of course, Shinsuke Nakamura won, but Miz did give him the time of his life.
9:53.
He thought he was going to win really fast, but it didn't happen. So, ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. But, yep, Shinsuke Nakamura won that.
Miz almost had him, though.
Miz did almost have him a couple times. Sophie says Judgment Day might add a new member soon. Are they replacing Dom?
That's what they need to do. Get rid of Dom and Rhea.
Just get rid of them and add somebody else to it. Pico says I'm a basic biatch. Throw some Oreos and ice cream. Robbie says, Nadi, you said about a beep sound, so I figured it could be your microwave. I didn't say anything about it.
We were talking about it, but it would definitely not be the microwave. It would be a fire alarm.
Oh,
or
yeah,
a smoke
the
detector.
Beeping sound when your food is done. We were telling Pico the way he'll know when his food really is done is when the fire alarm sounds.
Progressive replay
Joshua
from last
says, I love
Friday.
Reese's Pieces Blizzards at DQ.
Nothing better than a Reese's Pieces.
You know what's really good is to take Reese's Pieces and eat them. And have jerky as well. It's a good mix.
Sounds good.
Sophie says when HBK first retired, he was a commissioner and then disappeared and didn't come back to wrestle until 2002. Yeah, he lost all of his money.
Liv's been injured. That's horse shit. She should have to forfeit.
Moving the goalposts.
Forfeit.
By default.
Handicap match, or is she going to find somebody else? Oh, no. Chelsea doesn't want to go one-on-one with the giant.
You're going to regret it. Yeah, never, ever, 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 ever,
Oh!
Yeah, Tozawa, you better run away. Gotcha. Chris says maybe Orton is pulling a Mark Henry, faking retirement. If Riddle comes out, he will RKO him.
Get it done. Love the booking.
Let's hope.
Do you remember the Mark Henry retirement?
No.
Holy shit, it was classic.
Robbie says Nakamura with the big dub. Yeah. Harley says my favorite Blizzard from Dairy Queen is the chocolate chip cookie dough. Chris says we need one last RKO. So he says Ric Flair is the only Evolution member that currently wrestles. I thought he retired.
I don't think Ric Flair's still doing it.
Are the other ones dead?
No. But that's some funny shit. It's Triple H. Who was it? Evolution?
Uh-huh.
Was Cody not in Evolution? I thought Cody was in Evolution for a minute. But it was Batista, Ric Flair, Triple H, and Randy Orton.
Robbie's like, D, that wasn't funny. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Bronson says, have you guys ever tried those Papadias from Papa John's? I've tried them a couple times. They're pretty good. I don't eat Papa John's pizza. I really don't like pizza, and I really don't like Papa John's sauce. It's disgusting.
What'd you have for lunch today?
I had
Boom!
a pizza, but it was a Totino's pizza, and I don't consider those real pizza.
Boom. Chicago style.
Those aren't real pizzas.
Chicago
They're frozen pizzas. They mean nothing. And how many times have I had one? When was the last time?
I miss when they were round.
I know, they tasted different.
I don't know what they taste like. I've never seen them. I've never tasted one when they were square. But I know they're smaller. At least they look smaller.
I think they're the same
They
size.
cut corners.
Now they have lots of angles. So it says Bobby Roode might also be done wrestling, which is unfortunate. Yeah, you want to know why he might be done, Sophie? Because he had to have another surgery on his neck.
Yeah, he
fused. And another fusion of his spine.
He fused 4 and 5 when we were talking about it before, and now it's 3 and 4.
Yeah, so they've just 3, 4, 5 higher in his neck of fusions. That means he can't go like this.
Not very good.
Ever again. He literally will have to do this to look to the side.
Not that bad, but
yeah. He will.
It'll be like a stiff neck thing.
Yeah. One of my dad's friends had that. And he had a fused spine.
A 3, 4, 5?
And he couldn't turn. He had to turn like his whole body like this to look to the side. So, there you go. Robbie's like, oh, do you have so much confidence in Cola? What? Because we were making fun of how that he might cook until it's done. He said he thought it was done because he could smell it. And we said it's not done until there's a timer goes off. And that's usually when it's burning. It's a joke. I'm sorry you live in the UK and don't know what jokes are. So if it says, I'm guessing they're going to put that match for Saudi Arabia. Yeah, that's it. Chris says, just hand the titles to Sonya Green. Feels like correction, D. He had lost his smile. Who? Who lost his smile? What's happening? Whose smile was lost?
In the kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Robbie's like, Liv always wrestles like she's not medically clear. That was pretty good.
Hey, you can't advertise this match when Cody hasn't agreed to it.
Yeah.
They're advertising the match.
That's right. Joshua says, so Travis, do you think Carlito is coming back to the WWE?
No.
So he says, at least they mentioned that Sonya was part of management. I thought they forgot about that storyline. Why would they forget? She's in a different person. Chris says, fuck yes, my boy Gunter coming to the ring.
Yeah, we're going to get a battle royal.
Will Nakamura always be a mid-carder?
Yes.
Probably.
I mean, you might see him in a feud with a champion because they don't have a lot going on right now on Raw.
Give me a chair. Yeah, it's in the chat. Hey, give me a chair.
Steel chair.
It's time for the annual chair call. There's a chair call?
Is he the chairman of the board?
Hugo says, damn hilarious, yet true. No way, Travis. That's legacy. I don't know what
okay. Never mind.
Oh, the people that
yeah, that makes sense. It was like Randy and Cody and Ted DiBiase's son. I think his name was Ted DiBiase also.
Which then the next people said that. So if he's, no, Cody was part of Legacy, a kind of ripoff of Evolution with Orton and Ted DiBiase Jr. Then Chris says, Cody was in Legacy with Randy Orton and Ted DiBiase Jr. And Robbie says, why don't you like pizza, D? I just don't. I'm very, specific about it, too. And a lot of the times, the red sauce is sweet, and I don't like that. I don't understand why pizza sauce has to be sweet. It's weird to me. I don't like it. Pico's like, I'm okay with that opinion. With Papa John's pizza sauce? Sophie says, if Randy Orton does retire, I could see him be the headliner of the 2024 Hall of Fame class. Give me a chair. Says, this is the first annual chair call. Who wants to do a trivia question? Trivia questions and chair calls? Ooh. Sophie's like, Johnny Gargano hinted at a Tommaso Ciampa return last week in that backstage segment.
He sure did.
Pico says, right, Randy can't do the sprinkler or the lawnmower. His wedding dances are crushed.
Yep.
Well, we know for sure Robert Roode's is. And Randy might be down the same area with his back issues. Robbie says, Papa John's is so expensive in the UK. Pretty sure any fast food is expensive in the UK, Robbie. I feel like that's just normal. I bet it's probably cheaper to go to a pub and eat pub food.
Do you have to show ID to buy sugar? And they write it down, and if you buy too much, they know.
They're like, we know how much sugar you've been buying lately. We've got you in our sugar tax booklets. Your addiction is real. Chris says, I wish Sonya would overthrow Adam Pearce and become the manager and have a tyrannical reign of power over the roster.
Right.
What would she do? Elaborate on what her first acts of tyrannical power would be, Chris. Please.
You go after the champions usually, especially the babyface ones.
And what do you do to them?
You make them fight gauntlet matches, just it's tyrannical.
And they have to come be over it, and they do somehow win or something. Oh, you can't make them look better.
And then you just keep stacking it.
I don't feel like that's a very good tyrannical reign if you're making them look better. That's now.
No, they lose sometimes, and then you get your heel champions. That's how that works. But you already have the heel champion over there, and that's it. There's one champion on Raw.
Chris says.
That's it. Oh, wait, Gunther's there. He's a heel, too. So, basically, you're just filled with heels on.
Nice. Chris says Liv isn't medically clear in the head. Probably. Robbie says, I know you were joking. That's why I said what I said, D. Pico's like, OMG, the British are the most deadpan and snarky people ever. They're hilarious. They are. They're very, dry. And if people don't get their humor, then I feel sad for you. John says, what the bloody hell, chip, cheerio. That's how Robbie talks in real life, just so you guys
I'm pretty sure I heard somebody talk like Robbie on the boxing match this weekend. It's like, what the
He doesn't talk like that unless he slows it down for when he leaves those messages on Instagram. So unless he slows it down for that, maybe. He does.
That guy was funny as shit.
Singing.
I was like...
What's he saying when he says things real fast?
What language is that?
So all you have to do is just take somebody with a southern accent and speed up their speech. And they'll sound exactly the same.
Here comes Emporium.
It's Imperium.
Emporium.
Pure.
Pure.
Pure. So he says, so Roman and Solo versus Zayn and Owens isn't the main event of the pay-per-view with them hyping Cody versus Brock.
Well, of course it's not. It has to be.
It's probably not even going to happen.
It's a tag team match, guys.
Robbie says, why does Raw have bad commentary? And I'm not talking about Corey. Because Kevin sucks butthole. And
why do you hate English people?
Robbie.
Why do you hate English people?
Why do you hate English people? Why do you hate those guys? Robbie. Huh? Joshua says, when you guys think Edge will be back? He was out there a while ago having some fun.
I wouldn't be surprised if we lose Edge and Randy this calendar year, before 2024.
Go by two? No.
I think he's about at the end.
Sophie says Triple H wasn't backstage at SmackDown last week. Chris says, of course they have to do the indie history style promo video package with Seth versus AJ. Pico's like, yeah, a friend of mine doesn't enjoy marinara sauce. Oh, I see what you're saying. So I like marinara sauce to a point. But I really don't like pizzas that have a lot of it on it. But I do like dipping like my stuff in it. But a lot of the times those pizza places put too much sauce on it, so I will ask for a white sauce sometimes. But I just don't really enjoy pizza. I know a lot of people do. I'm not a big fan. It's gun time. Give me a chair, says Sophie. Runner up. Be my first annual guest on the chair call. Sophie says Baron Corbin was part of management at one point in storyline. Why hasn't that been mentioned?
Well, why would they?
So he's like, okay, give me a chair. I accept. Chris says she would make herself champ. Oh, would she? Sonya would?
She's done that. Well, she didn't make herself champ, but she made herself a contender for titles in the past. We watched that before.
We did. No, you don't need to be ID'd for sugar items. We were talking about items, Robbie. We're talking about sugar.
Pure, like, can you get cane sugar in a bag?
Just buy sugar? Can you buy it?
Or do you have to have a dealer?
Is that really tax tied too? Like, so, like, let's say you're making a cake and you need sugar.
Or do they just use, like, xylitol or
they give you the fake stuff to give you cancer in your tum-tum. Just making sure you get the cancer in your stomach.
Monk fruit.
Give me a chair, Sophie. Who do you think won the first Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal? Robbie says, but
Corbin.
You do have to be 16 or over to buy energy drinks.
That's fine. I mean, I don't like rules, but it's almost common sense.
I think that's more of a caffeine thing, personally, than sugar, but most of those don't have real sugar in them. Most of them have a fake sugar in it. Sophie says, I wonder if they didn't do the tag match at Saudi, what would be the original plans? Sophie says, Cesaro won the first Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Give me a chair, says Sophie, correct. Pico says, off with their heads! And I need a dragon, Mommy Sonia. Yes, dragons. This champion! It's a Night of Champions.
It's Ali. I'm calling it right now.
Right?
Hey, that's Ricochet.
Phase Smooth in the chat. Phase says, sorry I'm late. Hi, guys. Did I miss anything? Missed it all. Everything. It's over. Raw's done. We're leaving now.
You missed Kevin and Sammy. Are they going to wrestle at the end of the night?
I don't know, but Kevin and Sammy were out there yapping away.
With Judgment Day? That's probably the main event then.
And then the Judgment Day came down, and then they had an altercation. And then we had a match between Miz and Nakamura pinned Miz, but they had a pretty long match.
10 minutes.
And now it's for the Contenders Battle Royal. That's on tonight. Ricochet's coming out because Gunther was talking, and Ricochet wanted to interrupt his wonderful speech.
Cool. I wish they would introduce everybody one at a time. That'd be cool. Like 15 entrances. That'd be like 20 minutes.
John says Robbie had a cameo in Mary Poppins. Give says, that's all for today. Thanks for joining me on the annual chair call. Bye. Bye, Give. Thanks for hanging out with us for a minute. Robbie says, I do speak street slang a lot. And Sophie says, that tag team championship match at Saudi seems random for thrown together. What do I win? Give me a chair. Piccolo says, he's Irish. Who is it? Who's Irish? Who is it, Piccolo? Who's the Irish person? John says, Robbie, Kevin. Kevin's Irish. Well, fine. Robbie hates Irish people then. He hates people from the UK, personally. Ireland, UK, it's all in the same area.
Wales.
John says Robbie gives us a little chimney.
Chim-chiroo.
So he says, I don't see the battle royal lasting too long. Robbie says, D, that guy, fam, is just not selling matches on Raw. You feel me?
I hope it's an hour.
Okay, Robbie, nobody said they liked Kevin talking, by the way. He's, like, terrible and awful. Somebody needs to go stuff him in a freaking toilet somewhere.
In a bin.
Yeah, stuff him in a bin. Somebody needs to take him and stuff him in a bin. Maybe he'll find his way out of it by talking better. Chris says hello, Gunther on the table when Kaiser says, duh. Robbie says, yes, you can buy sugar normal, but do they tax you a lot for it? Do you have to, like, give him your ID and, like, your firstborn child? Because they're like, you can't have sugar. How dare you have sugar? Sophie says, do you think whoever wins this battle royal will beat Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship at Night of Champions? I'm going to say, weird. Was that Robert De Niro?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's a daddy. He's 79 and had a kid. Heard that on the radio.
With his wife?
Yeah, with his young-ass wife.
I didn't think she was that young.
Well, what's the other one's name?
Pacino?
It's Robert De Niro. He married some woman, and they just had a baby.
Huh, cool. Good for him.
And he's 106.
Maybe he's still getting it done. When the kid's 11, he's going to die of old age.
True.
Like 90.
Yeah. His 7th child with Tiffany Chen.
Oh, he must have divorced his other wife. De Niro getting it done in his 70s.
Yeah, he was married to some lady named Grace Hightower for like 2 decades. And some lady named Diane Abbott for like 12 years. At least he was with him for a long period of time, I guess.
Until they got sick of him, or he got sick of them.
Yeah.
Romania. They should have WrestleMania in Romania. Because it would sound cool. Think they could sell out in Romania? No.
Say that again. Sorry, I was reading something.
They should have WrestleMania in Romania because it sounds cool.
WrestleMania in Romania. Ooh. It's weird. Chris says Ricochet better not win. Ravi says John Blood. No one in England speaks old-time English these days. It's mostly slang and regional accents. Chris says here comes Jonah Baca Bronson Reed. Oh, and Jonah, a.k.a. Bronson Reed. Vindicator says, so weird this Battle Royal did not start the show, something AEW would normally do. And Sophie says, WWE NBC deal ends this year. Vindicator says, Travis, what do you think about Kraken as a name for a hockey team? Do you know what it is? I do.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, I just don't know why there would be a Kraken in Seattle.
That's fucking
I mean, it's
dumb.
supposed to be in the Mediterranean, but...
Seattle's stupid. Robbie says, Kevin should stick to backstage. No, D, you don't. John says, bloody right you are, governor. And Robbie says, why have you been ID'd for sugar? Robbie, no, we don't do that in the United States. They just feed you sugar until you die. And high fructose corn syrup and dyes and all kinds of terrible things. They're just like, we want to stuff you full of chemicals so you die faster. I just figured since you're in a tyrannical, government, that they tell you what you can and cannot do, that they ID'd you for sugar, and you're not allowed to have so much in a year. They tax it
like
really
Sudafed.
bad, so I just figured that's what they did.
It's Sudafed over there.
Sophie says, we should find out more about WWE TV deals soon. Fox released a press release, and it didn't mention SmackDown for their 23-24 TV season. Chris says, come on, Quinn, better win this Rumble, but he could be final 2 with Reed. And Piccolo says, hipsters know what Krakens are. They always get a tat on their arm. Bronson says, have you guys ever played the Wii Sports game on a Wii before?
Yeah.
Yes. Sophie says, I have played Wii Sports game before. Chris says, Mania at Transylvania.
There you go.
And Sophie says, the people that brought WWE filed a trademark for the name of the newly merged company between WWE and UFC.
What's the name of it?
There's a report that the WWE is going to have another international pay-per-view in September. No date or location or name yet.
Cool.
As ID, it's Jamie Oliver's fault why there's a sugar tax and why there's a lot more peak diet drinks. You know that shit is bad for you, Robbie? It's worse for you than sugar.
Tozawa has been eliminated.
Bye, Tozawa.
Baron Corbin's going out next.
Bye, Baron Corbin.
Dexter Lumis needs to go out next. That'd be cool.
Yeah, get rid of him.
Oh, there he goes.
That's
Dexter Lumis is out.
And he's now
What
gone.
is it, like a treadmill?
Must
Now
say
Mansoor and
got
Mansoor are
rid of
going to
him.
go. Because look behind them is Alpha Academy.
Well, Otis doesn't want to get rid of them, does he? He likes them. I mean, he likes the girlies. Oh.
Nope. There they go. So both of the Maximum Male Model. No. Mansoor's still up. Now he's done. No, he's still not out. Now he's out. They're running from Lumos. Lumos. How you turn your wand on. Alberto is out. I feel like there's a lot more names in this than I had on the list. Hey, there goes Big Head. The Big Head's gone. Von Wagner going to eliminate Dolph. Dolph's gone. That's weird. He usually holds on to the rope.
That Neanderthal got rid of him.
That's what I said.
That's weird.
Von Wagner?
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever. Something Wagner. Look how big this guy's head is. This is real, guys. That's not CGI'd.
This guy?
Yeah. He has the biggest head on
Why
the
is he
planet.
being named
It's
second?
probably bigger than Amos's.
Was he eliminated
Yes.
as well? Why is he mad at Dolph? What'd Dolph
Because
do?
Dolph eliminated him.
Oh.
Obviously setting up a feud going forward against two guys that nobody cares about.
Yay, nobody cares.
I mean, Dolph was cool back in the day.
Yeah, now he's
They need to bring back his tag team partner, Johnny.
Yeah. Sophie says New Whale Inc. or something to that extent. That sounds weird. Cruz says my boy Garza in the Rumble. I didn't see him.
Yeah, I don't know if he got eliminated or if it was... yeah, I think it was him that got
Angel
eliminated.
Garza was in there?
Yeah. It was either him or Humberto Carrillo that got eliminated.
Robbie says, yeah, aspartame in drinks is bad. Sophie says they want to do a pay-per-view in Australia, which time zone is really weirder than when they go to the UK. Joshua says, I was watching an old WWE debut of WWE wrestlers, and I saw Deuce and Domino. You remember them, guys.
Yeah. You know what they do for boxing in Australia is they do the boxing in the afternoon there, and we get it at primetime here. So they do it Sunday afternoon, and we get it Saturday night, and like at night, like when you watch fights. And so I would assume they might do something like that if they were going to do a pay-per-view in Australia. That way we still go on at night, Saturday night, but they're at Sunday afternoon.
Right.
But it would be cool if they did go on early for us, and it was prime time there. So we started at like 7 in the morning or something. That'd be kind of fun.
Robbie says, so what does the winner get from this battle royal?
They get Gunther at Night of the Champions.
Yeah. Vinegar says, I don't think anyone in this catering royal has been built up to be a worthy IC champion. Correct.
Mustafa Ali.
Sophie says, most of the people in this battle royal are free agents. Chris says, fuck damn it, JD McDonough out. Oh, yeah, it's probably because his head's so big. It's probably weighted,
once he
fell out.
once he put his head forward, the weight of it just kind of sucked his legs out.
Yeah, gravity took over. It was amazing and crazy to see.
Sometimes when he lands, like his feet will pop up in the air. Do you remember those old punching things that would come back? That's how his head is.
Robbie says, what WWE uses CGI. Sophie says, about 50% of this battle royal we haven't seen on WWE TV in months. Joshua says, Spirit Squad, Travis.
The old Spirit Squad.
Robbie says, do you ever been thrift shopping? I have. Chris says, Mania in Tanzania. Or Tanzania.
Old Tanzania.
I know what it's called. Pico says, probably talking about Drew Mack. Sophie says they haven't done an Australia pay-per-view in a while. Robbie says, but what's the point when Gunther ain't losing?
Right.
Sophie says, didn't they have a pay-per-view that started at 1 a.m. the last time they went to Australia or for a pay-per-view?
For us?
I don't know.
That would be weird.
Bronson's like, my favorite sandwich from Subway is an oven-roasted chicken sandwich.
Sounds good.
I apologize if I'm making everyone hungry, LOL. If you guys enjoy Subway, what is your favorite sandwich from there?
I like the old meatball ones when I used to eat those.
I haven't eaten a Subway sandwich in a long, long time because I'm not a big fan.
I can honestly say that I haven't had a Subway sandwich since probably 2005.
From actual Subway.
Well, where else would you get a Subway sandwich from?
Well, you've had sub sandwiches.
That's not a Subway.
I know. I'm just saying.
I'm talking about Subway. I used to live by it.
You're not making Picola hungry. He has chicken parm in the oven. Maybe he finally got it out.
Like Dennis
He chucked it in there. Joshua says, well, I figured Travis was talking about the Dirty Dogs.
The old Dirty Dog. You remember the Dirty Dogs?
Sophie says, oh, I got the countries confused when they did pay-per-views in Japan. It usually starts at 1 a.m. in my time zone. I don't know about yours.
I was not talking about the Dirty Dogs. I was talking about... who? Oh, I guess it's the Miz's... Who the fuck does Johnny Nitro hook up with or team with? Johnny Parkour? Wasn't that Miz? Miz and Morrison?
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind. Not Dolph. You're right. I'm bad. I don't know what I'm talking about.
They haven't been around for a while, so it's hard to remember who's with who.
Yeah, the Dirty Dogs, the Glorious Show-Offs is what we call them.
Chris says, meanwhile, Jay White and Nick Aldis wasting away in AEW and Impact. Robbie says, I get the Italian BMT with cheese toasted. BMT.
Bacon, Mountain, and Tomato.
What's the M stand for?
Mayo.
What's the M? It's weird. Sophie says, in Travis' defense, Dolph did have many tag partners over the years. One was with Big E.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Chris says, damn it, Zion
Chad's
Quinn
gone. Look at these two big guys going out. Oh, Bronson Reed.
Oh, God.
The other fat guy threw them both out.
I guess he could be one that's had a chance. Joshua's like, Travis, it's okay, man. Chris says, now your girl will leave you, Quinn. Sophie says, why are tag teams fighting for a shot at a singles championship?
Just for men.
Well, let's see. There aren't any tag team people in there now.
Now it's like 8-on-1.
Yeah, they're going to get rid of Bronson. Oh, I'm like, who is that weird guy? That's what's his face.
Ollie. Gargano.
No,
Elias.
Brad, Cat, Moss.
Oh. Moss is in there?
Yeah, he's in those
yeah.
shorts that are old school, so they cover his whole butt. He's got the full coverage.
They're like turquoise.
Yeah.
Get Gargano out of there.
Ricochet trying to get Ali out. That didn't work.
Gargano with a spear.
Robbie's going for Riddle to win or 420. So if he says if Ali wins, D reaction will be priceless. Oh, will it? Priceless, huh?
She already knows Ali's winning.
This is just worthless garbage. It's like a waste of my time in life right now.
Well, it doesn't matter. None of these guys are beating Gunther.
I understand, but it's just a waste of my time in life. The whole thing's just a waste of time.
Well, yeah, but it's wasting time. That's good.
So if he says that, and people says, oh, I know who's winning. No spoilers, though.
Yeah, it's Ali.
D wanting Ali to win. Who said anything about wanting, Robbie? Those words didn't come out of my mouth, but they sure did yours.
Ali's winning.
Apollo Crews is like, yay, I'm on somebody's shoulders. Let me help you back out, Elias.
Now Elias is gone.
Nope.
No! He
Not
held
yet.
on, but now he's gone.
Now he's out of there.
Ali's gone. Now
Apollo Crews
Apollo's
is
gone.
And Ali's like, I'm going to get you, big man. Bronson's like, I'm so strong. Look at me.
It's like the NXT Battle Royal now.
Joshua says, is Brock not allowed to compete for the WHC, Travis?
Is Brock not allowed?
Is Brock not allowed to compete for the World Heavyweight Championship?
Yeah, he can. I don't know why he wouldn't be able to. He just obviously doesn't want it.
Robbie's like, you said, no, I didn't. Travis.
As of now, it's just a participation trophy. Nobody's going to want that. There goes Madcap.
And then I had to read what you said, which is worthless for me, but, you know,
Riddle's
all nice.
Riddle's just wasting time in there.
Well, he had to tell him what he thought about him.
I think the Stars just scored.
Defo winning, and people's like, when did Terry Crews come back to the main roster?
He got drafted. So the night of the draft. I think it was the Friday night.
Oh, Apollo Crews? Like who? Terry Crews.
So Riddle's going to be eliminated because of them.
Uh-huh.
Now it's all NXT guys.
Now it's Ricochet and Reed and whatever that other guy is. Oh, Ali, that's right.
And Gargano, unless he was just eliminated and I didn't see it.
I don't know where he's at or what he's doing.
He was still in there, but I don't see him. So maybe Riddle eliminated him.
Ali's like, let me help you. Bronson's like, let me help you both since I'm too heavy and
kick him.
Fat.
Hurry and
now
kick him.
Double kick him.
Drop kick.
Right in the nuts.
Double drop kick.
Oh, wait, you won't be able to find it. Why is like 420 not winning? Joshua says, I guess he's too busy hurting Cody.
Oh, he's holding on. Drop kick his hand.
Yeah.
Why aren't they drop kicking his hand? Bronson grabbed him. Uh-oh, here you go. Ali wins it. Yeah. Guess what? Ali's going to win it.
Ricochet's on the outside on top of Bronson. Oh, but Bronson had no hands to help himself stay.
How the hell did I get that right?
Oh, I don't know. How did that...
Wrestling is so fucking predictable anymore.
How pathetic. Vinegar's like looking like Bronson is winning because Ricochet already had a 1,000 IC title matches, but WWE could be dumb enough to give him yet another chance.
Oh, no. It's definitely Ali.
Nope. Robbie's like, so Ali wins. Would you look at that, D? And Sophie says, wow, I called that. What did you call? That Ali would win? When did you say that? Vindicator says, yeah, well, so Gunther is getting a squash match as a filler at NOC. I was like, D, you wanted your boy to win, and he did.
It's a bathroom break. He's being positive Ali.
Sophie's like, that Battle Royal wasn't that predictable, in my opinion. Really, Travis called it before it even happened. He went through the whole roster before it even started and said, Ali's winning that. He said it when the fucking show started tonight.
Well, I
wonder when they're having that Battle Royale. Oh, here, let's go through all these people.
Let's see who's in it. I screenshotted who was in it, and I looked through. I said, no.
Oh, yeah, Ali's in. Oh, he's winning.
Maybe and yes. There was a couple maybes, but...
Let's rewind the tapes, people.
You can go start
Oh, wait.
Then the first 5 minutes.
First 5 minutes of the show. Why don't you look it back? Oh, wait, you probably weren't listening. Good job. Piccolo says this was the worst World War III match ever.
You know what sucked is it was only like 20 minutes, the whole thing. It should have been an hour.
Joshua says, who did you want to win?
That would be tough.
God, none of them.
I really didn't like anybody in there, but...
Who would have been a better contender for Gunther?
Somebody with size. Bronson Reed, maybe even. That would have been kind of okay. I mean, obviously, Bronson's not very tall.
He couldn't get it up and get at it when on Austin, so I don't know if he could get it up with Gunther either. But you know,
Riddle could have been a good one because he's a little bit bigger in size, move a little bit better.
Give him a different chance at something else.
But he gets pushed so much that I could see why they wouldn't do that.
Cruz says, I hope Gunther destroys Ali. Sophie says it looked like they were going to give us Gunther versus Ricochet 4 or 5 at Night of Champions. Robbie says Ali defo not beating Gunther still. Chris says I want Gunther to retire Ali at Saudi Arabia. Robbie's like, DL is so angry tonight. Robbie's like, Sophie, stop winding people up. Pico's like, I'm an active listener. Oh, thank you. So he says was looking like they were going to give us a Bronson Reed win. Well, they have to make him look good, right? Because after all, he's one of Triple H's bring back pets.
Yeah, well, with his obesity, they have to like show that obese people can do this too. Plus, not to mention, if you look back at the history of wrestling, and I'm talking all the way back, those big guys like that come in handy, and you want them to be tough so your baby faces can go over. You saw it with King Kong Bundy, you saw it with Earthquake, you saw it with Yokozuna, you saw it with Typhoon and Tugboat, the Big Boss Man, Vader, all those guys. Like, you want that big guy that can move a little bit because it just adds. And now you've got Bronson Reed.
Right.
He's not going to win anything. None of those guys ever won anything.
No. Sophie said that they did that. Pico says Walter and Riddle in the Indies was an incredible match. Chic.
Hey, there she is.
Chat. Hi, Chic. How are you doing tonight? Are you crazy?
Becky looks pretty damn good. She's all shiny.
Robbie.
She looks like she's made out of satin. Or like flesh.
Nice. Robbie says, D, you're not a fan of bring back pets, are you? Not most of them. So it says they didn't tease future feuds for Gunther. They did tease future feuds for Gunther during the Battle Royal.
They did Riddle.
Yeah, Riddle a little bit there. Pico says, does that make me crazy? Sheik says, are you crazy, man? Crazy. Sophie says, Cody versus Brock 2. Hopefully it has a better ending than the one they gave us at Backlash. And Walter is now in the chat, says, good Raw tonight. And Sheik says, they're crazy. And Pico's like, Braun wasn't in the Battle Royal? Why would Braun be in the Battle Royal? Braun Breaker?
No. Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman? Why would he be in?
It's weird that he wasn't, if you think about it.
Well, they don't want to put him in there and make him lose, right? Remember another pet? Chris says, yeah, you say it. Well, Bam Bam Bigelow, the one-man gang, 911 from ECW, Great Khali, Big Show.
Viscera.
Sometimes they would win, like Khali.
No, I mean, yeah, they can win, but they're not going to be your champion and carry your company for a decade, is what I'm getting at. You got to make them credible so that it's believable.
True.
So when it comes down, when Cody's wrestling Bronson Reed, it can be a main event at a pay-per-view, so it's believable, and then Cody beats him, and then they move on. That kind of story building.
Robbie says, D, did you enjoy your lazy weekend? It was only half lazy. Walter says, Becky Lynch will speak.
Arr, arr.
Sophie says, and also Johnny Gargano also gave Gunther the eye. Sophie says, how was your Mother's Day, D? I cleaned, cooked, cleaned, watched a movie, I guess. Cleaned.
Ooh, Dungeons and Dragons.
Did a lot of dishes.
It was pretty good.
Stupid, and I hated it.
Dungeons and Dragons is pretty good.
Pickle says, come back and maybe talk some sense, my dude. Robbie's like, cool, bang on the money. Walter says, okay, 9:20, I'm going. My time. I'll be here Wednesday at 8 p.m. though for AEW, but I'm still in chat right now. Talk some nonsense. Chris says, damn, Becky Lynch needs white Christmas on the face before they go out there.
Yes.
Yeah, she does. It's probably what gave her the glow in the first place, Chris. Sicko. Sophie's like, it will be interesting who Gunther faces after Night of Champions. His mom. Vindicator says, Travis, it seems like your main man, Cody, cut half his check to give Ollie that pyro celebration that he will never get again in his life.
Right.
Piccolo says, building up like Wardlow before they ruined his title run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the champions nowadays don't get very good run. You're seeing it with Bianca. It's like terrible title run.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, it's great.
Oh my gosh, she's had it for so long. She's like breaking, like, whatchamacallit, records and stuff.
Modern era records. There's 2 belts. She's got to hold both of them, or it doesn't count.
So he says at least after Night of Champions, they got plenty of time to build some money in the bank.
Almost.
So silly. People's like modern era Shmira. Joshua says, yeah, Asuka shot green mist in her face last week, right? Yeah, she came out and spit in her face.
She sold hard, too. She's all, ah.
You'll understand my reference when we watch the second part of Kill Bill. Sophie says, is it funny that we know most of the card for Night of Champions while AW pay-per-view the night after you only have, 1 or 2 matches confirmed for it?
It is what it is.
Robbie
They're telling longer stories.
says, Night of Champions, is there any worthwhile matches to watch?
Brock and Cody.
Chris says, oh shit, personalized ad for Raw on my TV saying they're going to be in Houston. They're going to be here July 31st. That's cool. And Piccolo's like, eh.
Thank you, Trish.
Yeah. Vindicator's like, it's a good thing Becky Baby is too young to understand why she calls herself the man. Because she got punched in the face.
Yeah, and she's very pretty. She's a pretty man.
He says, do you think Trish will stay around part-time after her feud with Becky is over?
I don't think so.
Piccolo says, never go full, man.
Yeah, never want to go full.
Yeah, no more jokes. Robbie's like, so I have to skip the filler or just watch Brock versus Cody. Piccolo says, I prefer wacky costumes, man. Yeah, when she's all weird.
Yeah, it was kind of fun saying, what the fuck is she wearing tonight?
Yeah, that.
Well, the crowd
Becky,
likes her.
Becky. That person's out there giving her the big old down thing. Boo, he says. Boo, boo.
Nobody likes us. Well, you're married to Seth. It makes sense. Yeah, exactly.
Right?
We do what we need to do to become the people that we want to be because of the other people that we don't like.
Too overwhelming.
Lita, the cheetah.
Lita, the cheetah?
Yeah, she was a cheater.
That's gross.
She slept with Edge when she was with Matt Hardy. Vince is like, oh, really? Let's play that out in a storyline.
Ooh.
And it was really happening in real life.
It was happening in real life. Like, yeah, that sounds great. Let's do it, bitches.
You reading a book?
Yeah. I was trying to read about that girl that Robert De Niro had a baby with. I think she's just in her 30s.
Dang, she's money hungry.
But they don't really have a lot about her, so.
He probably got her from the Epstein mansion.
She was in the intern, you know, that Tai Chi thing that they do in the woods or right outside the instructor. That's her. She's not very pretty, unfortunately. Like, none of his wives are, like, very, like, pretty. Like,
Well, if you want to be happy.
See what I mean? She's just not very
She looks like Lenny Kravitz.
A little bit. I was like, oh my gosh, she doesn't look very pretty, poor girl. Feel bad for her, but she got Robert De Niro to fuck her and have babies with her, so I guess she's doing something right.
Keep that shit tight.
So I wonder if Lita would come back. Between Trish and Becky, since she has history with both of them. Joshua was like, what's going on? Becky talking.
Becky.
She's the it. Robbie's like, Becky trying to be serious these days, D. People's like, where are they tonight? I'm not sure where they're at. You know, I have no idea where Raw's at tonight. Do you know where they're at tonight for Raw?
North Carolina, maybe?
Oh, maybe that's where they were.
But that could be SmackDown. I just remember North Carolina being advertised, but I don't remember where. Well, we won't see the Tribal Chief tonight. If we did, we'd know.
They were in Knoxville, Tennessee on Friday.
Yeah. That's why I think it's not North Carolina. Hey, look at that in the back. Hint. Becky needs to dethrone her.
Yeah. You can ask, but that doesn't mean I'll answer. And then walk away. Oh, Natalya should have stayed in her lane.
But it's over. Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
Why couldn't Natalya carry the women's division? Oh, yeah. She talks.
Robbie says Becky trying to be serious these days. Where are they tonight? So he says they go to Australia for a pay-per-view. Good for them, since Australia probably don't have wrestling pay-per-views. Robbie says, would you take Becky's advice? I wasn't even listening. Who else says these 5th grade educated folks have no idea what she's saying? Because that's kind of mean.
Smack. Legend killer.
Ew.
Hey, mommy. Let's go. Oh.
Blech.
They're holding paws.
Blech.
She's got his name on her cheek.
Gross. That's just nasty.
Don't be mad. It's a new day.
Jamie Hedges in the chat. Hey, Jamie Hedges says hi. Hello. How are you?
Hello.
Robbie says Matt called Lita out on a show she was on back in birthday. So he says, do you announce a pay-per-view in Australia like soon so you can sell tickets? Girl's like, say what? Kathy, stop pinching my booty. So he says, did you hear about the Vince conditions for this Endeavor deal? We just talked about it.
Yeah. He has to be the CEO or whatever. Chief. Yeah. CEO.
Forever.
Until he dies.
Chris says Rhea versus Becky, LOL. Robbie's like, Natty gonna put Rhea in the sharpshooter. Vindicator says, never realized Natty was as tall as Rhea. She must be wearing heels.
She probably has some fuck me pumps on.
Sophie says, they haven't said anything about the women's championship situation. Like, are they going to swap them or not?
They're just going to keep it going until people stop asking. Then they're going to do it. And the people are going to be like, oh, yeah, they need to do that.
Robbie's very happy for the New Day coming out. Walter says, Natalia and Rhea, okay. Pickle says, how romantic. Chimichanga in the chat. Hey, Jimmy says, Natty's face. And Sophie says, I'm surprised Xavier Woods wasn't part of that Battle Royal.
I think he's too good for all those guys. Mm-hmm. He's at least a C-lister. Those guys were like D-listers.
Walter says, Becky Lynch had a good talk. Robbie says, Condom, he's slightly improved wrestling-wise.
Riddle's probably a B-lister.
Is he?
Well, he's kind of boring without Randy, but...
Chris says, damn it, Xavier Woods thought he was on SmackDown. So it says, Natty is a good wrestler, but she's boring.
I think the New Day got drafted to Raw.
People says Vince gets vials of blood and can wear his mustache 300 days of the year. That was part of his deal.
He's a vampire.
Walter says, okay, bye guys. See you Wednesday for AEW before I'm doing bingo. All right. Good luck, Walter. Have a great early start to your week. Have a good night. Pickle says, bye, Walter. See you, homie. Sophie says, do you think Kofi would have been part of that Battle Royal? No. Why would you do that to him?
Kofi's
says,
hurt.
You're the one that likes the New Day. You're the one that said how much you liked him. Robbie says, so Condom has improved then?
No.
How would I know? Jimmy says, is it true Bray is gone from WWE?
Possibly. He's not on their internal roster.
He's not on anything according to Sophie. Sophie watched all the rumors mills of stuff.
When are we going to get the blister back?
Never. So they say they're flavor blasted, but they really aren't. They don't taste like they have more flavor on them. Lies. Sophie's like, remember the show Weeds? I do, kind of, but I never really watched it. I know that Ayla watched it. She really liked it.
Never seen it.
Sophie says the Bray Wyatt story is all over the place, like nobody has confirmed news. It was like a Showtime original. That's why I've only seen maybe like a couple episodes of it here and there.
Is he going to wrestle LA Knight? Because LA Knight's on SmackDown.
Who?
I don't know. Woods. Who's he wrestling?
So it says the Bray Wyatt story is all over the place, like nobody has confirmed news. Feels like, D is a New Day fan, and I think the Bucks are the greatest ever. Thanks for the sarcasm, Kikola. Somebody gets it. Joshua says, what about Uncle Howdy? What about him? If Bray's gone, he's gone. No reason for him. Sophie says Bliss is coming back soon. Joshua says, I think that was Bo Dallas. Sophie says they are rebooting Weeds. People says
here it is.
Tattoos are prerequisites for celebrity chefs now. That sounds gross.
That's it. He's a winner now.
L Dunkle in the chat. Hey, Dunkle says, hey guys, hello. Woo! Robbie says, D, crying. You guys sold a dream. Then with the snacks.
Ali versus Gunther, the ring general.
Jimmy says, thoughts on Karrion Kross? They missed their opportunity of using him correctly anywhere in WWE.
Yeah, they missed the... They can still hit it, though, if they want.
Robbie says, Ali gonna get slapped.
That's not happening.
Mustafa says Uncle Howdy character had promised. Then they dropped the ball on it for some reason. Had promised. Robbie says never heard of Weed's TV show. Is it new? No, Robbie, I think
it came out like in the 2003 or something.
Did it?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know when it... Like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think it's old, but I don't know how old.
Hey, Fast X. Fast 10.
Hey, get out of there. Hey, stop.
Hey. You good boy?
Do you need the squirting?
No, he's fine.
You'll be good. Or you'll get it.
Oh. It's Calm Dom.
Oh, it's this guy.
Yes, it is, sucker. Uh-oh. Big E coming back? Is Big E coming?
Right now.
They started his music up just kind of like in the middle.
That's so strange.
They're like, resume.
Let's see. Joshua says, no, not really. Pickle said, not Robbie. It was an old show on Showtime. Sophie says it makes sense for LA to face Gunther at Night of Champions as the pay-per-view takes place in Saudi. Harley says, to be honest, have a... Pickle says, shameless plug. Oh, God. It's disgusting.
I wonder if Mansoor's going to be there dressed like a male model, since it's illegal.
Dunkel says, oh, Gunther laughing about it is so funny. Joseph Pabon is in the jacket. Joseph,
Hey, Joseph.
says, it does make sense because Ali is from Saudi Arabia, so they had to give him a chance.
Ah.
Jimmy says, why did they remake White Man Can't Jump?
They just didn't have any ideas.
Sophie says, now Vin Diesel said that the Fast and Furious finale will be 3 parts instead of 2. People says they're running this BS back.
So 10 doesn't end?
Guess not.
Oh, jeez.
What? So weird. People says they're running this BS back. Robbie says, how many Fast and Furious are they planning on doing? Don't get the hype of the
It
films.
sounds like it'll be 12.
The indicator's like, it's the Leopold Gab now. And Robbie says, do your harsh cat's just chilling. Was playing in
The window.
the window stuff, and I don't want him playing in them. So he says if they didn't have a pay-per-view in Saudi, Ali wouldn't have won that pay-per-view. Yeah, Pico says, yo, seriously, Changa, why ruin a classic? Yeah, why? And Joshua says, what's your cat's name? His name is Leopold.
Old Leopold.
That's Leopold, Joshua. So he says,
Dominic
Emmett won
getting
the Battle
booed.
Royal. Yeah.
Oh, Woods with the drop kick.
So Robbie says, Joshua, the cat's name is Bob. Bronson says, have you guys ever seen Hustle?
It sounds really familiar. I think I've seen it.
It's been a long time. So he says, no, it will be Fast 12 or Fast 10 Part 3. It was going to end in 2 parts, but Vince said that it needs to end in 3. And Piccolo says, Vin Diesel should have repped Dom. He's family. Because his name's Dom in the movie. It's so funny.
Toretto, yeah.
Piccolo, you goofball. I'm surprised Vin Diesel even wants to do more Fast and Furious movies since he really didn't want to do these ones.
You know, might as well. I mean, he's getting paid so many millions per movie. Might as well make it out a 4 or 5 part season finale or whatever.
Right.
I mean, if you're getting, 20 million a pop, like I'll make it 3 or 4 movies.
Right.
All they do is keep recycling the same fast cars and explosions.
I think he should smack her.
I remember how popular that damn show was when it first came out.
Fast and Furious.
Everybody was opening up shops for those types of cars. We had one here called Team R, like Team
burners.
R.
That's funny.
And all they did was just customize cars like that.
Right.
And every car that was like foreign had these they sound like bumblebees. They'd be like, zzz, all day.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny for a while.
So he says, I think I heard a hustle. So he says, Dwayne Johnson's rumored to be part of Fast D. Piccolo says, Sophie, you wouldn't watch that movie. It's about basketball. So he says, I saw the first White Man Can't Jump. And Robbie says, Vin Diesel, is he still a decent actor?
I haven't seen him in a movie.
You mean he's been a decent actor before, Robbie?
I never liked him, but I never liked those Pitch Black movies.
I think the only movie that I've actually enjoyed him in is the Witch Hunter one.
Yeah, that one, I like that one. But I like the movie.
I don't mind him in the Pitch Black, but I like the movie The Witch Hunter better. The last Witch Hunter. Piccolo's like, I want to smack her. But where? On the titties or on the ass or in the face?
Smack his titties.
Because I want to smack her face. Fuck. Joshua says, well, I think Dominic doing what he is wrong. If he doesn't like Rey Mysterio as his dad, he should do it off-screen, not public. What do you think, Travis?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he should keep his home life at home. How dare he air his dirty laundry on WWE? What a jerk. Pickle's like, it sure was a big deal. Sophie says, I watch movies about basketball like the 2 Space Jam movies.
For love and basketball?
Bronson says, I just looked up how much Dwayne Johnson is worth. His net worth is $800 million.
Yeah.
Piccolo says they had premieres and a car show outside of theaters. Robbie says, not Triple X. Piccolo says,
I forgot about Triple
there's
X.
options, all right. So it says they did take a break filming Fast and Furious movies at some point.
Well, I've seen 1 and 2. And then they came out with Tokyo Drift, which is 3, and I didn't watch that one. I still haven't. I'm like, that just sounds stupid. I guess the guy they killed in the first one is in the second one, or in the third one. I'm like, well, that's just dumb.
Like, it's about him?
No.
Oh, it's not like a pre-thing or something?
No.
It's just still in the timeline?
It's just the same actor.
But he somehow came back to life?
They just
like
rehired him.
Really
I don't know if he has a different name or if he's the same character or...
Why do they do weird things like that? So it says they did take a break. Oh, I read that. Nobody said anything else. Lame.
90 Days Sundays.
People's like, because Brian, a.k.a. Paul Walker. Is it because he died? He died in a stupid accident with a car going fast.
His buddy killed him.
Sophie says it feels like if you haven't seen all the Fast and Furious movies, you will be lost.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's why I'm not going to watch
I'm
them.
good.
Pickle's like, why? Money.
I've seen a part in a movie where they are driving really fast and they go through a mountain.
Somehow.
That's like 4 or 5 or 6. I don't know.
Somehow Xavier Woods got away from Rhea. He probably promised her a porn shoot later. We know how he is with the ladies.
Yeah.
Gross.
White Christmas.
I'm
going to call the old referee back up.
Going well tonight. you doing, Leopold? Sophie says Paul Walker daughter does have a cameo in Fast X. She confirmed it on social media.
Cool. I just like him because he was on Shark Week.
Meow.
But I think he was a child molester.
Paul Walker?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
There's a story out there. I don't know. I can't remember what it is, but I'm pretty sure he like dated a 15-year-old when he was 19 or something.
Oh, wow.
But I'm not sure.
I guess go lay down, buddy. Chimmy says, was Rousey drafted? Yes. Joshua says, do you think Dominic will ever be cool with Rey Mysterio again soon?
No.
No, I think that they won't. And keep that away. Get him. Get him, Leopold. Attack. Killer cat, attack.
Kill it. Argus stay.
People's like, he diddled kids? I have no idea if that's true. That's just a rumor. Rumor, right? So it says, I've seen Tokyo Drift. It was okay. I don't know how it connects to the Fast and the Furious universe at first. But you just said if you watch them all, you'll know. Lies. Oh, no. You have no more. What are you looking for? What is it? Ew, the back scratcher of doom. Oh, God. Oh, that time he got it.
Dom kicks out. Dom doesn't lose.
People was like, oh, that's different.
They're going to have to put Dom against Roman.
No idea what's happening here. Sounds like about with Fast and Furious 4, didn't they just name it Fast and Furious again? I don't know anything.
I think it was called Faster and Furious.
Oh, God, your cat.
Calm down. Oh,
what?
crazy.
You're the one not paying attention to your cat being a cat. Yeah, there he is. You freakoid. I was hoping it would fall and break. That's what I was hoping. Mr. I'm too busy. Bronson says it still refers to Dwayne as The Rock. I remember seeing Dwayne Johnson's posters. At first they were The Rock, then they were Dwayne The Rock. Now they're just Dwayne Johnson. And Robbie says, so when's Charlotte back? I don't know. She's taking another break, right? And so he says all the Fast and Furious movies are on Peacock and I think Paramount Plus. And Piccolo says, I see Doggo. Yeah. That's how it is. He decided he needed to be involved. But Xavier Woods and Dom are still in here fighting, guys. Guess he...
1, 2, and...
Oh no, Dom lost some of his outfit.
Dom's...
Rhea's having a meltdown on the outside. I don't know what's happening.
Hot dogs and Twinkies.
What?
And Dom.
Ew.
When the world ends. Because he's a cockroach.
Joshua wants to know who Dom is fighting. He is fighting Xavier Woods.
It's Woods. Woods going up top. He's going to lose it right here.
Sophie says, I'm rewatching Friends. What a great show. I'm also rewatching Mike and Molly. And Pio's like, Friends is a joke. Yeah, especially Ross. Totally a joke. Like a pacha.
Guess they're trying to kill time with this one.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? That Battle Royal thing was only 20 minutes. We're going to make this one way longer because it needs to be.
And we're already at 11 minutes. But it's over right here anyways.
People's like, I don't know, Sophie, I can't. Sometimes Sophie says, wonder how long this feud will continue. And Joshua says, go, Xavier.
He lost.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
11:01.
Dumb. Got it. Harley says, can we all get drunk next Wednesday? We're getting drunk next Wednesday? Not this Wednesday, but the next. Why are we getting drunk next Wednesday? What's going on?
Sounds like a good day to get drunk to me.
In the middle of the week.
Wednesday.
On a Wednesday. Jimmy says, who do you think will finally beat Reigns? Bobby says, Condom.
Cody.
Cheating to win. That's the way to do it. Yeah.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Philadelphia. Oh, God. Big head. Why are they doing a promo for Big Head?
Oh, my God. Nobody cares about you and your stupid big head.
got a big old head because my belly is so big.
This poor mom.
Right? Well, you were only 6-pound baby, but you had a 47-inch round head.
Not making fun of people with dwarfism, but he does look like somebody that has achondroplasia.
He does. He's like Hornswoggle.
So creepy, dude.
Or Layla Hirsch.
Oh. No, her head's kind of tiny. Her head's not that big.
I'm just saying it's achondroplasia.
I think she's just really short.
Mm-hmm. Zelina Vega's really short.
Yeah, she is.
She doesn't have achondroplasia.
No. No,
Layla Hirsch.
Her head is normal size.
Wee Man. Oh, God.
McDonough? That's how you say his name. Oh, my God. Let's see. Sophie says, I think Cody will finally beat Reigns somehow. Joshua says, no, Robbie, it's not. Piccolo says, I just don't see myself wasting time rewatching schlock, but here I am watching Monday Night Raw. But you're not rewatching it, Piccolo. You're watching it for the first time. Sophie says, so how many days will Roman hit if he makes to Mania next year? Robbie says, D, you bring the rum out for Wednesdays. No, somebody else in the chat. Harley wants to. Piccolo says, is this an Obsession cologne commercial?
Here we go, guys.
The Donahue thing.
I'm excited for this next match.
That's pretty funny, Cola. He's like, oh, good. You're going to put that back down there so I can get down there and
we got the Orient Express. Is that their name?
What the fuck?
Isn't that what it's called? The train in India?
I don't think it's in there. Hey!
I'm pretty sure it's called the Orient Express.
Leave it alone.
We just watched it.
Well, there is called the Orient Express.
Yeah. Wasn't it in India?
I didn't think it was in India, but maybe it was. Holly says, I am for sure getting drunk next Wednesday because next Monday will be 3 years since my dad passed away from cancer. Well, I'm sorry, Harley. Are you sure you should be drinking?
Can you drink with your kids? Kidneys.
He means kidneys, by the way. Everybody out there, not kids, as in children. Got it. Joshua says, have you guys ever met a WWE wrestler in real life? Travis.
Have I ever met a wrestler in real life?
Uh-huh.
Probably.
Oh, honey,
I mean, I knew Tori Wilson kind of before she was famous. I don't know if that counts. I'm trying to think if I've met any other ones.
Robbie wants to know who the suitcase dude was. Don't
Talked
care.
to Kimberly Page before. Okay. But other than that, I don't know if I've ever...
Really met him in real life?
I've never, like...
Pico says...
Now, Tori I have. Tori I've
one
lifted
guy,
with.
like, pour a drink on you? Or thought you poured a drink on him?
That doesn't count as knowing them.
No, I just never met a WWE wrestler in real life.
It was at a...
It's kind of like meeting him, but not in a good way.
He grabbed me by my collar.
You met him. You totally met him. People's like, Vega is just super cute. I want to keep her in my pocket. Right?
That's called trafficking.
Sophie says, I'm watching Raw live, but when I am ready to go to sleep, I usually find something that I have watched before so I could sleep through it. Chimmy says, what happened to the Singh brothers? Maybe.
I don't know.
And Piccolo says, yes, plenty. Plenty. Joshua says, I've met Mickey James and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That was cool when I worked for a carnival. Oh, that's cool. Harley says, yes, I can. Yeah? Well, that's interesting. I would think that that would be something you probably wouldn't want to do. With transplanted kidneys. But I guess, maybe
it's probably
it goes
more
through
liver.
your liver rather than works through your kidneys, so.
Don't do it rectally. Yeah. Then it goes through your kidneys.
Hey, thank you. They're streamers. Feels like, be careful, Harley. Yeah, they're in. But it's like, big up Harley, you're bringing out the shots as well. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Shots.
Boom, boom, boom. He was 28 and had sex with a 16-year-old. Paul Walker.
Sicko face. That's the rumor? Ugh.
It's not a rumor.
Joshua says, we have
tape.
a cat named Socks. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We named ours weird because his name's Leopold. Sir Leopold. That's why he wears
bow ties.
Bow ties. Pico's like, OMG, what was that Cena movie? It's called Cock Blockers.
Oh, that shit's
Cock
funny.
Blockers.
They actually call it blockers. But there's a rooster.
It's Cock Blockers.
Yeah. There's a rooster on it, but they don't call it Cock Blockers.
Pico's like, I am not looking forward to this coming week. Why? What's going on with this week? What's happening?
There's a good boxing match
What
this
are we
weekend.
not looking
Two
forward
of them.
to
Katie
this week?
Taylor's fighting in Ireland for the first time in her career.
Ireland.
And then we got Lomo going up against Devin Haney for the championship of the world.
He hand selected some people that nobody knows. Sanga.
And Veer. You know Veer.
Veer.
And Gender. Those are some big dudes. Whoever they're wrestling right here, or whoever that guy is,
They're
it one-on-one?
nobodies. There's two.
Oh.
There's a guy over there.
That dude's pretty big, too. Oh, yeah, there is one guy. But Veer's just something else. This is going to be sick.
Joshua says, cock blockers, laughing. Harley's like, nope, but I'm getting ready to go to bed. Oh, okay. Dunkel says, hell yeah, here comes my boy Veer and Sanga. Yeah, those guys.
Yeah, it's over already. You might as well ring the bell.
Oh my god, terrifying. Hey, buddy, what you doing? Hi. Oh, do you need butt pets? Butt pets. You're such a weird guy.
Like, smack it. Another. Look, this guy doesn't even want to tag in. He's like, no, I don't want. Okay, I'll tag in.
John says that one jobber works
Oh,
at the
shit.
airport. Robbie says, yeah, more pay-per-views. I don't have to pay for. Yay for me. And Pico says, my uncle's coming down and I'm having to strip our patio and remake a new one. What the fuck?
I think that's what I need to do.
What the fuck?
It's bad out there.
Oh.
Like, there's almost no paint on the bottom one.
Yeah.
I got a pressure washer. I can just spray it all.
Yeah, I just need to redo it. But that's not remaking a new one. Oh god, that person, he got thrown out into the camera out there.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's awful.
This guy was the best athlete on his swim team. And he just died. His soul just left through his butthole.
People's like, jobber number 2 works at Chili's. Jobber number 1 works at the airport. They're like, we found these guys. Definitely the one getting his ass kicked now is the Chili's worker for sure.
Oh. Baby back ribs. 1, 2, and 3.
This seems real polite. They seemed really nice about it.
They were. They're gentle with them.
Sanga and Veer. Ooh,
I love that
Jinder.
Jinder can also cut a promo. Oh, God. Does he have an accent now?
Yes. No.
From Canada?
Yes, from Canada. Robbie's like, that was a squash match. What gave it away, Robbie?
They need to go back to India with this
The
team.
squashes?
This is the type of tag team we need at the top. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, you're in trouble.
Mwah. Robbie's like, did they pick that guy from the crowd? They were handpicked, according to Jinder. John says Jinder was in Iron Man movie.
Was he?
I don't remember. Pico's like, awesome. Veer is coming.
It's about time that he's here
I
again.
think he's already here. He said no. He said no. He like threw his tail down like really angrily at you. Like, whack. Dunkel says Indusher versus KO and Sammy.
Oh, there he is. He just said it. Our future will be written in gold.
Can legit come after Reigns.
Well, good. This is the type of team we need.
Right. I just want him to talk normal, though. Can you talk normal?
He did. He whispered it, though. He said it in the headset.
Whisper. I didn't hear him whisper it.
He said they're coming for the gold.
Oh, okay. Well, no, what's this? What is this? Why are you here? Why did you come? Why did you come?
No disrespect.
Pico's like, scarves bring all the heat. Yeah, they're awesome. Robbie's like, do you ever use alcohol in your cooking? No. Don't. I think the only thing I've made with alcohol was a cake one time.
Who are they going to get, Ali? Their 6-man tag team match next week. KO, Sami Zayn against Imperium.
Imperiums. They're very happy about it. Gunther was smiling.
You're here all the time.
Here all the time. Just up here. Need you to bring it down here. Little bit. Not up here. Down here. Everybody's an asshole. Vindicator says, so another hour to go of this mundane excuse for entertainment.
Yeah, but you get Cody Rhodes.
Followed a rematch nobody with a squash involving a group nobody cares about. Like, this is not good shit. Not good shit at all, B. But the squash match group wasn't nobody. And they're going to have to start caring about them. They'll make them care. It's not Roxanne Perez. That's the girl you couldn't remember. Stupid
Oh,
name.
yeah. She lost the other night.
Stupid bitch. John says the tag belts are silver. Good job, Gender. Joshua says Imperium is way too serious. You know, it's funny that you say that, but Gunther didn't look very serious. He looked kind of like he wasn't taking it very seriously.
Yeah, and Kevin Owens was all sorts of jacked up.
People was like, no, so much here, but here. Not so much here, but here. Here. FaZe says, how does YouTube pay you guys?
AdSense?
They pay us with your glorious attendance in our chat. John says, airport guy and Chili's need a rematch. Chimmy says, do you remember the 4th member of Imperium?
No, I don't remember the 3rd member of Imperium.
Dude.
Joe Da Vinci or whatever his name is. I just know Ludwig and Gunther. That's it.
Joshua says, who, Chimmy? Yeah, who is it? I think there's like Roxanne tournament matches tomorrow, I thought.
Yeah, they just said it.
Dunkel says Alexander Wolf was 4th member of Imperium. Robbie says, Gunther, what value does have an IC champion?
It just gets a title on him, and it lets him not go after heavyweight championships quite yet. I think he's going to be a world champion one day. I think he's got what it takes.
Pickle says, yes, back in NXT UK. Yeah, those guys.
Looks like the Golden State Warriors got eliminated by the Los Angeles Lakers in the playoffs.
Oh, that was nice of them.
That could be wrong.
FaZe says, how do I activate ads to get paid? I don't know.
For you? You have to have so many hours of watch time on your channel.
Yeah.
And you have to have so many subscribers. So you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. And you have to have something like 46,000 hours or something.
Marcus,
in a year.
stop licking the floor.
I can't remember how many hours it is. It's a lot, though.
Yes. Pico says, Celtics, baby. And Dunkel says, we also need LA Knight to be world champ because, let's be honest, he doesn't have a lot of years left. So I see maybe 5 years left max.
Right, yeah. He'll age quick, too.
Vindicator's like, yeah, Warriors lost, but they will be in that same spot again next year.
Well, will they? Because aren't they losing Klay Thompson or Thomas or whatever his name is. Clay. Anyways, Clay something. Clay T. I'm pretty sure I heard that was his last game. I mean, obviously they could sign him back, but I don't know if he's still a star. He only had like 6 points or something. Or am I wrong?
I have no idea. Nobody said anything yet, so I don't know.
Clay Thompson. I think it's Thompson.
Thompson.
It's Cody!
He's coming out to yak at us. He's going to address the Brock situation.
What do you want to bet he says, what do you want to talk about?
Hell no.
You don't think he will?
Oh, I'm sure he will. Vindicator's like, oh, I read that. Nobody said anything else. Robbie's like, Cody, does he need to wrestle more on Raw instead of repeating himself on the mic?
No.
Vindicator says...
He just needs to be on TV less.
Vindicator says, no, Clay Thompson will stay with the team. Green or Jordan Poole might leave. Piccolo says, oh, better not do basketball gabs. Some people here will whine. Joshua says he always does. And Dunkel says, I think if this Orton retirement is true, I can see him training for one last match to make fans happy, like retire at Mania.
Well, if his back's out, he can't.
Yeah. Dunkel says,
because that's what it is a back.
Preaching sermon time. Brock
Anderson.
Lesnar.
Oh, it's not Brock Anderson.
Brock Anderson.
It's Brock Anderson.
No, you can't say his last name all mean like, it's Brock. And then you're like, Anderson.
Old Brock Anderson. AEW original. He's one of the pillars, I think.
Right. Robbie's like, do you actually like Cody? Joshua says, Travis is right. He always says, what do you want to talk about? John Sparklin's like, Cody sucks. And Vindicator's like, Orton should have retired 5 years ago. I said that all the time about him and Jericho, but they are not smart enough to know when to go.
Yeah, and then he'd be able to play with his kids, but now he can't because his back hurts.
He'll just have to do,
DDP yoga.
do quilting instead.
So his hands hurt.
Dunkel says we need Cody to wear a Brother Love white suit with red tie.
Yes.
Robbie says, so
he's going to say the name of the city, though, maybe.
Ooh, Piccolo says, who would you want as his last match? Cena, Edge, someone else? This is Orton's last match. Boop, gotcha.
There it is, North Carolina.
Greensboro, North Carolina.
Is that where isn't he like, I'm pretty sure that's where his dad's from or his family's from.
Ka-chow.
North Carolina? I could be wrong.
Ka-chow. I have no idea that he was from Texas. It's the fabled home.
There it is.
Starcade.
Woo! Ric Flair was there.
John says Brock needs to smack the lisp out of Cody. Robbie says, I take it as no then. Wouldn't you just smack some more lisp in? Smacked him enough times.
Brock is not there, guys. How many of you are at Starcade 1? Like one person stands up.
Here I am.
Nobody knows anything about
Texas.
Yeah, but they wrestled there because that's where the territory was. The Texas territory was like the Funks.
Pico's like, we talked about this a long time ago.
Oh.
The Scorpion and the Froggy. Haven't we heard this story before?
It is. He got stung. What'd you expect? He said, hey. I heard this, the Indian and the snake. Same story.
Mm-hmm. It's my nature.
You knew I was a Scorpio.
Bum, bum, bum. Why is like, does Cody's wife still wrestle? No, honey. Pico says, remember? You remember? Pico's like, F5 to the frog. Wouldn't Cody be the frog?
How's your face?
Ooh, his face is broken.
Because he split it open.
Holy crap. That puck went flying in the air like 50 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Then came back down.
That's why they have the glass.
It was like, wee! Boop. Dunkel wants to give you the Nigerian nail.
Oh, no.
Terrifying. Bill's like, it's Sting! Oh, not that Scorpion. John says Brock needs to F5 Daffy Duck.
Suffering succotash.
That is Sylvester the cat. Suffering succotash. Daffy Duck talk like that too, which is weird. Oh, please tell us. I don't know why.
Because he's a beast.
99.9%.
Arguably, Brock's the greatest ever.
Dunkel says Scorpion deathlock to Travis.
Oh, shit. My back already hurts.
Your cat's asleep all stupid.
I'm just going to follow.
You're so weird, cat. Got flamingos and butterflies on yourself. Right? Hunted. It's not about a championship. People's like, you know how weird one's a sharpshooter and the other is a scorpion deathlock?
Yeah.
You know how weird that is? So weird.
Yeah, they just call them different things. Just call it what you will. Diamond cutter. RKO.
RKO, bro. Out of nowhere.
Which one sounds better? Because they're the same exact move.
Ooh.
Cody does it, and it's called Cody Cutter.
Ooh.
But it's all the same.
But does he sneak up on him like Randy Orton does?
No.
Because his are out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Where everybody else's is face to face. He's conquered it all. Conquering me wanting to take a nap.
Yeah. So I can go get Roman and beat him at WrestleMania next year.
Yeah. Sharks.
You're simply in the way, Brock.
In the way.
I'm pretty sure Brock has wrestled at every pay-per-view this year.
Has he?
Yeah. And if you think about that, everybody was complaining because Brock never wrestled. Now he's wrestled at like every pay-per-view this year, and Roman hasn't. So now Roman's turned into Brock.
Right? They should be mad about that. Maybe I was like, it's just a bitterness, baby. Bitterness?
The buffness?
Dunkel says, his Tiger Feint kick Joshua and 619s and not Swiss and stuff, guys. Why is her jacket missing a sleeve? That's weird.
She's a wackadoodle. Didn't she beat her last week? Oh, shit.
Ugh, Marfo. Oh, God.
It would have been even funnier if she said my weird family.
You keep my family out of your mouth.
Wouldn't it have been funny if she would have said, don't talk about my weird family.
Right?
My family. Cool. We have a match next week with Johnny Spaghetti's wife and that girl with the missing arm thing. Sleeve. All right, here comes Rack Rod. Going one-on-one with Chelsea Green.
Yeah. This lady. Pickle's like adrenaline in my soul. Nia Jax screams, oh my hole. Joshua says, when is Nia Jax coming back?
Never.
Never.
Although she is training, but she was there at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, she was there. She was at the Royal Rumble and got her some cash.
She put on a bunch of weight.
I can't believe that. That was crazy.
And if you want to compete and you want to compete safely, I don't know if you can carry a lot of weight around.
Dunkel says, adrenaline in my soul, something, something. Cody Rhodes. Well, my daddy's had when I was younger. Pickle's like, hee, pure hatred. What's the pure and the hatred about? Piccolo, why we hating? Hating. Oh my gosh.
They see me hating. What is it? You ready for Rack Rod?
I'm ready for this to be over.
Chelsea Green's going to come out.
It's going to take like 2 seconds and she's going to lose.
Yeah, she's wrestling Rack Rod.
Ridiculously stupid.
Friday Night SmackDown.
At Columbia, South Carolina.
Whoa! So it looks like the Blackhawks got the #1 overall pick in hockey, and like I guess people are going absolute berserk because they had like some sort of sex scandal in their front office or something.
Oh God, who cares?
And so they think that they should be stripped of their draft pick.
What the? How does that even make sense?
I don't
people?
know.
Make it make sense, morons. How does that make sense?
I'm not 100% sure if what I just said is 100% accurate.
So they supposedly had some sex scandal happening in the office area. It doesn't even affect the fucking hockey players. And you're trying to say that the whole team should now suffer because somebody got diddled in the office? Like, fuck off. Jesus Christ almighty.
Anyway, so, and I guess this is a generational player that's coming out. Like an Alexander Ovechkin type player, Wayne Gretzky type player. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people are upset. Mm-hmm. Unless you're a Blackhawks fan, you're probably not upset.
Dungle says, why does Raquel look like 90s Edge? It was the glasses. Joshua says, couple of haters remember Enzo.
Yeah, Enzo Amore. Remember Enzo? And Big Kaz? And he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. That's
Dunkel says with the sunglasses. John says, what we have here, a couple of haters. Vindicator says, still can't understand why Night of Champions will have non-championship matches and rematches. To make you question and hate it, Vindicator, as per usual. Pico says, picky sticks and spaghetti and no personality, and the professor and Marianne on boring-ass Gargano show.
Yeah.
John's like, Enzo was good.
Yeah, I liked him. Obviously on the mic, not a wrestler. Do you remember the one time he got thrown into the bottom rope and he got a concussion, got knocked out and then got a concussion? And then he rolled to the outside. It was at a pay-per-view. They had to, like, stop the match.
That's funny.
Homeboy just, like, whack right off the ropes and hit his head on the ground.
Pico's like, yes, D using diddling. That's right. Joshua says Big Bill is on AEW now. Yeah.
Oh, Big Bill.
He's over there hanging out.
And you can't teach that.
Robbie's like, spaghetti.
As he's losing to Taz's son.
Right.
For fuck's sakes.
Right.
How would you like to be on AEW and lose to Taz's son?
A 7-foot giant.
Big Bill.
Well, he got the best of him. Did he?
Wild Bill Hancock. Smack.
What? Smack. Big Bill?
Big Bill?
It's
like Daffy Duck.
Yeah, the
got
team was over, but such an afterthought. Robbie's like, Taz, I can't take him seriously. Well, if he made such a weirdo kid, who could?
Hook.
John says, lose to Hook or Jungle Boy. Yikes. Vindicator says, well, this Raw has been so bad. I'm going to head out after this Raquel and Chelsea match. Can only hope Dynamite will be at least 3% better than this nonsense tonight.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to get better than what's on your screen right now.
Pico is like, OMG, how crazy. Bill was treated so much better on Impact. I wouldn't know. I don't watch that one, so have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, I don't watch Impact. I try to here and there, but I never do it more than 1 week in a row. And then I take like 6 months off, so I don't know anything about. Although every time I turn it on, it's old WWE people, so I know who everybody is.
Right.
Like when Kenny Omega was belt collecting.
Oh yeah.
And we watched it. And it was like I know every
single. I remember a little bit, but not really.
It's like I knew every person on the roster.
People's bareness, yeah. And Robbie says Raquel versus Chelsea. Oh, a spicy match that gives heartburn. Oh God.
Definitely
Better get your gum out.
There it is, Rack Rod with the big boot. Chelsea Green's probably done.
I don't think that.
Daphne, stop the match.
I don't think that strategy they were talking helped out too much. Oh no, her face.
Don't break her arm.
She's very, very delicate in the arm area.
Like a June day or a December day?
The day is long.
She's as confident or as strong as the day is long.
Yeah, confident.
Get her, Chelsea!
Like the longest day or the shortest day of confidence? I was like, what you recommend for heartburn?
Vinegar. Apple cider.
Not straight. Don't take a straight shot.
Yeah. I mix it like a teaspoon with a cup of water. Or a tablespoon. Chelsea Green taking a Rack Rod to the limit here.
Ooh. Feels like we know why. Giggity for Matt Cardona. John says heart punch. Robbie is like, really, does that work?
Oh, yeah. You're just trying to add acid to your stomach. All an antacid does is it takes all your acid out of your stomach, and so your body panics and releases a whole bunch of acid. So it helps digest whatever you have. So vinegar just adds to your acid that you already have, so it doesn't. You don't have to use a medication. And eat better.
Yeah.
Because usually that's from eating like sweets and shit.
Pickle's like, better not say it. I get booted. Robbie's like, Chelsea fights like Mandy. Pickle's like, yikes, the heart punch. Haven't heard that finisher in years.
The old heart punch. Yeah, it's been a minute. I don't even remember who did it.
Yeah.
Turns her around. She's going to end it right here. Oh, wait. Rack Rod's going to lift her up. Squats her. Uh-oh. Alabama Slammer. Right across the top rope.
John's like, try a Coke and Mentos, Robbie. I think it has to be a Diet Coke, John. Robbie's like, I don't really eat junk food like D. Oh, yeah?
Uh-oh. Clothesline.
Food junkie.
Oh, fuck. This match has lasted way longer than I thought it would. Good right hand by Chelsea Green.
Oh.
That'll make Jake Paul blush.
Ooh, so funny. He's so funny. Then here's like, I guess that smoky hot red dress Chelsea earlier was easy to get out of to have a match tonight.
Yeah.
My says, John, I will leave that to explode for you.
There it is. Follow his slam.
Just roll out of the ring.
Why is she dogging the floor?
I don't know. It's weird.
That's a senton.
I guess.
Huh.
Why didn't she just roll out of the ring? She should have just rolled out. Oh, no.
One-handed. 1, 2, and 3. Rack Rod with the dub.
John's like, bloody women, mate. Robbie's like, backstabber. More women should use that move. It's weird.
Because they backstab each other? Is that what you're saying? Or do you just like the move?
Is that your reasoning? Robbie's like, well, that was fixed when Chelsea had it in the bag.
Yeah.
Oh.
We knew that was coming.
Yeah, it had to at some point.
Good
Ronda
riddance.
Rousey and Shayna Baszler
Are they going to do it at Night of Champions?
have now attacked.
There they are. Ronda's back, baby. Shayna Baszler.
Vindicator says, and there you go. Done deal. Raquel wins, and I'm done. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Tell Leopold to stay off the blinds and be ready to get us through Dynamite. Later, Gators.
Woo.
Robbie says, DU would be better to answer Travis on his question. What? Pico says, you seen Bliss on IG in Disneyland? No.
There it is. She's just going to beat her every week
John says, Stars
until they
up
defend their titles.
2-0.
Yeah, I'm watching it. Did he just get that goal off his face?
Yes, it ricocheted off of his face. Right there.
I want to have another baby.
What?
She's out of your league. They're playing in the basement. He gets hit in the balls. And she's like, I want to have another baby. But her husband gets hit in the balls in the shootout. Rack Rod, she's going to get beat up every week until she defends those titles.
Oh, sweet.
With or without.
Oh, the tag team champions versus Finn Balor and Damian Priest is happening tonight sometime.
Probably next.
Doesn't say next. It just says tonight.
Oh, Fast X. Fast porn.
Really? Pillow says, yay, here comes some real winners. I was like, for once, Ronda being useful in her life. No, Cole, I don't stalk WWE wrestlers on Insta.
I don't have one wrestler on my Insta. On my Twitter or my TikTok. Insta we probably do, but...
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of wrestlers on Insta, but I don't I don't even look at it. I think the only thing I use it for is, like, IMing sometimes. Weird. Pico's like, only one more stalking is Shotzi and that Danny Alexo. That's funny.
A febropile? What's that word?
A phebophile?
A phebophile?
A phebophile?
It means you're attracted to teenage women. He's not a pedophile because that's for women under 12.
He's still a pedophile.
Right?
Anything under the age of 18, you're a fucking pedophile, you sick fucks. There's no other names, you're just a pedo. You're gross motherfuckers. Pedo, pedo, pedo! Sicko, sicko, sickos. Leave kids alone. Just leave them alone. It's gross. I was like, where did it go wrong for Bobby Roode? Probably when he broke his neck, dude. People's like, sometimes what's-her-nuts pops up, Jordan Grace. She really has changed.
Oh, yeah, she looks like a completely different person.
Joshua Phillips says, so Travis, what's the main event tonight?
Yeah, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, the Judgment Day.
Versus the Judgment Day? Maybe that could be your main event?
Of course
it's
it
close
is.
enough to it that it's probably going to be that. Oh, Pickle says, okay, I got to clean the kitchen for a bit. Okay, bye.
Well, yeah, anytime you throw food in the oven.
Yeah, if you're going to chuck it in the oven.
Just put on self-clean and just leave.
See what happens.
It'll turn itself off. You're fine.
All right, so who the F is Jordan Grace?
She's like a bodybuilder. She's about 5'1", maybe.
Yeah.
With heels on.
Maybe.
Anyway, she's in TNA. Look her up. She's jacked. She used to be kind of a bigger girl. And now she's like ripped like Arnold in his prime.
Yeah. Robbie's like, shorter than me? She might be.
Yeah, she definitely is. Not might be. She definitely is. She stands on a nickel and pisses on a dime.
Weird.
Do you remember the guy that was in Ring of Honor that was the champion and he was really, really small? But he was muscly? But he was like a gymnast. He could like bounce all over. When we... Bald. Anyways, he ended up pouting because he didn't get his way and quit.
Oh, okay.
Remember, that's her husband.
He was the black guy, right? That
Right,
was
right.
there during that time.
Mm-hmm.
They have small, really muscly guys, so sorry. I remember him, yes.
Yeah, that's her man.
Yeah.
They're together. And he's jacked and she's jacked.
Huh, that's creepy. They're like mad at each other all the time.
They're like the same height.
Because they're like on test. They're all like taking steroids. They're all mad.
Where'd you put my Andrew Beckett all?
They're all mad all the time. That was a creepy kind of.
Oh, there it is.
It's kind of a weird shake. It's all creepy. Ew. But I was like, and no one is shorter than me. Larry, 1993 in the chat. Hey, Larry says, how is Ronda the only WWE star that gets to fight while pregnant?
What?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean she gets to fight while pregnant? They don't allow any of the women to fight while they're pregnant.
Robbie says, one time I nearly fell in the freezer at the supermarket as I couldn't quite reach the frozen chips from the back.
That's like comic gold. Did you record it?
That's hilarious. Did somebody else record it? That's funny. Larry's like, yeah, she's pregnant. So he's like, this show has been fun.
There's no way she's pregnant. They're going to put the titles on them.
That's strange.
Did she announce that she was pregnant on her Twitter? It's the only way I believe it. Because that would make no sense storyline-wise because they wouldn't be able to do it. The storyline-wise.
Right.
Because it's going to be a year before she'd come back, minimum. So...
His hands are off the wheel. Off of it. Robbie's like, they probably have it on CCTV. Yeah, but it's probably gone now. Because, whatever. So he's like, if Ronda was pregnant, it would be a big deal like the first time. Larry's like, they'll lose it right away. So he's like, she doesn't look pregnant. Yes. You guys are weird.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
What?
I said I don't see anything.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No babies.
Yeah, she wouldn't even come back if she was pregnant. They had such a hard time for the first one. I doubt that she would even put it in any kind of danger if she was.
Nah. She'd just feed her chickens and...
play video games. Get Chunky Monkey again. Chunky Monkey. Joshua says the one that is with one of the Usos is on Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
That's Naomi.
The former...
Trinity Fatu.
Yeah. She's a Fatu.
Trinity Fatu is her name. She's
I don't know what she is
old
on
Jim
Impact.
Jim.
Yeah, but she's Jimmy's wife.
Wifey poo poo. She needs to stay home and have babies. Sophie says with Carmella pregnant, she won't be back until sometime next year, if she ever comes back.
24
Sophie.
if she does.
She might not come back. Maybe she'll want to be a stay-at-home mama. Yeah, nobody wants to take risks. Let's hear this garbage for the next 5 minutes.
Obviously, he's talking about Roman because there is no other champion.
Yeah, the way it's supposed to be done.
It's impressive. It's over 400 days. Next week, they're going to finish the interview. Twists and turns. What's going on next week? Brock and Cody face to face? Oh, no, just under one roof.
Wah, wah. Oh my gosh.
Becky and Trish next week? Or no, that's night. Oh, yeah. Contract signing
next week.
Those always turn out well.
Yes. Maybe they'll slap each other's boobs.
What the?
Sophie says, I wonder when Corey will go on paternity leave. And Robbie says, that Grace woman looks like Cabbage Patch Doll. My gosh, her face is all puffy. Can Brock still hack it as a UFC fighter?
He could.
Probably a little bit, but he probably just doesn't want to put his body through that anymore. Sophie
That's
says,
a lot of weight loss he has to do. He has
says,
to lose about 30 pounds to fight.
Yeah.
That's a lot for him.
Sophie says, remember when Seth was leading a cult that lasted a certain amount of time?
Oh, yeah. Definitely remember it. He took out people's eyeballs.
Oh, yeah, that one. Oh, my God. I wanted to forget about that completely. Why do you guys have to remind me of such a garbage? The whole Rey Mysterio crap. It's horrific. Awful forever.
Judgment Day!
Are you talking about her old pictures, Ravi? Because her newer pictures, her face isn't quite as puffy.
Who are we talking about?
But, God.
Who are we talking about? Who are we talking about?
Jordan Grace.
Oh, yeah, she's all sorts of ripped. Like, even in her face.
Sophie's like, so Trish versus Becky at Night of Champions, interesting. So I'm guessing Trish will leave sometime after that.
Probably. I figured they would hold that one off until SummerSlam.
Right.
And they still could, obviously. That feud could keep going. Trish could cheat to win.
Right. Cheat. Okay, when Sami Zayn up next against Finn Balor.
Got 1 minute.
Priest, guys.
1 minute left. Seattle has pulled their goalie. There is no goalie. They're going to score again. No, he missed it. There is no goalie. It is 6-on-5 or whatever.
What happened to the goalie?
They pull him so they can score, so they have more men on offense. Except for they can't get the ball on the right side, their puck. See, they're outmanned, but it doesn't matter. There's only 30 seconds left.
Oh.
Some sort of whistle blew.
Lame.
So Dallas is going to get a, what, 1-0 lead in this series? Or is this game 2? Or 3?
I don't know. It's
or 4?
the third. Do they
Oh, this
have
is game
only
7.
3?
That says game 7.
That's second round, game 7.
Holy shit, this is it. Dallas is going to advance. I thought this was game 1.
Oh.
I didn't know it was a game 7.
Is there like 3 things in a game or something?
3 periods, yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
1, 2, 3, yeah. And they're 20 minutes each.
I'm like, is there 3 in it or something?
Yeah, and they're 20 minutes each.
Mm.
It's kind of fun.
Robbie said that, Robbie says, no, I see a pic of her from 2 months ago. Looks puffy. Joshua says, that's it. Thank you, Travis. Do you think she will have a good run in Impact Wrestling?
Why not? I think so.
Good luck to her. Somebody says, do you think Edge will have a match at Night of Champions?
I don't think there's anything set up for Edge. He did do a little bit in that triple threat last Friday. I'm trying to think if anything came of that. Or no, that was last Monday, huh? Mm-hmm. Or was that... Is he on Raw or SmackDown?
He's on
I think
SmackDown.
It's SmackDown. So it was Friday.
So
yeah, nothing came out of that, so I don't see anything coming in the future.
So this is, even though we have a pay-per-view called Night of Champions, there are a couple matches that aren't
They
championship
scored,
matches
guys.
on the card.
They just scored a goal. It's 2-1 right now. Seattle is just trailing, but they scored within like 4 seconds of that tip-off.
That's funny. Joshua says, I would love to see AOP come back. Authors of Pain.
The Authors of Pain. Yeah, I think what's-his-name got hurt so bad that he could never wrestle again. It was a knee, I believe. He tore his knee up. But it could have been something else. But yeah, I definitely like the Authors of Pain. But now you've got that with Veer and that other dude. They're basically the same team.
Right.
But they got Jinder Mahal.
Imperium versus Kevin Owens Zayn and a mystery partner next week.
Holy crap, this just got good. This game. Yeah. Who's going to be the mysterious partner? Is it going to be Jey Uso? Just kidding. It's probably going to be Ali.
But. He said earlier it was Ali.
Are they reviewing that to see if it was a goal?
I don't know what they're doing. Bobby says, why does WWE not do many backstage brawls anymore?
Okay, right there.
Oh, shit.
That could have been a high stick. Okay. Don't play to not lose. Play to win still. You got 9 seconds left, and they're going to have a face-off right in front of the goal again. Look for a one-time. One-time's when you get a pass and you just whack it in. Like there's no, like you don't do anything else but just hit it.
Right. So I don't understand why.
Here it is.
Why they don't
have a goalie
on the other side. Because
they're losing.
Oh.
So there's no point in having a goalie because you're already down.
Oh.
So if they score again, it's over. But it's a gamble and it paid off. They scored at least one, and they have a face-off again in front of the goal, so homeboy better be ready, because it's coming at his face. Can you imagine if they score here and then it goes into overtime? Because this is the playoffs, so they don't stop. So it'll be overtime, and then they'll have shootouts.
Oh, wow.
And that'll get good.
Sophie says, at least they mentioned Veer and Apollo Crews' previous main roster runs. Robbie says they should bring it back. Sophie says it would probably be Riddle, Ali, or Ricochet as the mystery partner, or Gargano. Feels like, hey, I'm back. What'd I miss?
What happened to Apollo Crews' accent? It almost sounds like he's from Stone Mountain, Georgia.
That's so weird. How'd that happen? You didn't miss really a lot. They just brought down...
Ronda Rousey came out and beat up Rockrod.
I think he was here for that.
Oh.
They're just starting that tag team match of Kevin and Sammy versus
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day people. That's all. And they haven't started it yet.
Oh, it's over. It's over. Dallas won.
How did they win?
The other team didn't score.
What do you mean they didn't score?
You don't score till you score. My favorite line from American Pie.
Ha 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 ha.
And then he uses it to get laid,
Oh,
which is even better when he's talking to the girl that he's trying to sleep with. And he's like, my coach told me, and I'm always trying to score. And she's like, oh, this isn't a very good way to talk me into bed or whatever. And he's like, but with you, it's like I already won. Boom. Panty dropper. Done.
Right. Chris says, yep, told you guys, JD Dono joins Judgment Day because Finn was looking on when JD was walking away from the interview. Why? No.
They want the big head.
Sophie says, whatever happened to that other Indian guy, Shanky? Well, it was with Jinder for a short time.
Right? And he was macking on Ricochet's woman.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? They were dancing.
Yes, Robbie says Apollo Crews going in a new direction to still be a certified jobber. Sophie says, I wonder who Theory will face at Night of Champions. And Film's in a chat for a minute. Hey, Film. How you doing? Says, hello, my favorite people. I couldn't make it in today. I got busy day tomorrow and Tuesday, so wish me luck. Bye. Good luck, good luck, Film. Hopefully we'll see you on Wednesday. Robbie says, D can't wait to hit the hay. Yeah. Sophie says the show seems like it flew by fast like it was for some weeks. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. We got about 24 minutes left.
Glad it looked that way for you.
The hockey game's over. Your Dallas team, Dallas Stars, are heading to something. I don't know if they're heading to the next round of the Western Conference or if they're heading on to the championship game.
Dallas wins 4-3, the West second round.
Oh, it's just the second round. Yeah, hockey lasts longer than basketball, so. They win the Stanley Cup, and then they're back training.
Yeah. Robbie says Sammy has decent music. So he says there was a hockey tonight, and yeah, it was on.
Just ended 2-1.
Oh my god.
Dallas.
Yeah, it just ended.
The Kraken pulled their goalie and scored.
Oh my goodness.
What is it?
I'm so tired. Oh.
That's probably what you wanted. Full size. Full screen.
Yeah.
It makes wrestling better.
Basketball also in the playoffs as well.
It is, yes.
Nicole says, if you don't know, now you know.
If you ain't
Joshua
know,
says,
now
he
you
used
know.
to follow Detroit Red Wings in hockey years ago.
Me too, like Steve Yzerman and Sergei Fedorov. Those teams.
I have to get used to it being big because it's so big. I was so used to it being all tiny over there. I'm like, oh, that's over there. Now it's like, oh my god, it's too close to my face. It's too much in my face. Robbie's like, Finn better as heel then?
Yeah, definitely. Although he can play the baby face, he just does better. He should just put paint on every week.
That's funny.
And be the demon.
Somebody says basketball and hockey seems like then in the season at the same time with both sports in the playoffs. That's right. Tag team champions.
Old tag team champs.
Yeah, they do.
They need to get those titles
crosshairs.
split off those guys.
Crosshairs. Robbie says, oh, that's all kinds of mad at being close to your face, T. It's gross. Nobody likes it. It's probably why I notice things I don't want to notice because, like, if I am not looking up like this, like, oh, up here at the top, I hear. Their crotch area is, like, right in the line of sight.
I thought about lowering the TV down here.
It's like, hello, crotch area. That's why I noticed Raquel's
camel foot.
Camel coochie she had the other day.
Her camel foot. Her elk hoof.
Yeah. Robbie's like, did you ever give Leo any human food? Yeah, we give Leo human food here and there. He doesn't really like it. Like, he likes meat, kind of, but he doesn't like it all crazy about it. Like, he's not one of those cats that's like, ooh, a loaf of bread, and then he attacks the bread and, like, gets all weird and creepy about it and snarls at you and rakes your face off or something. Like, he likes some cheese. I've given him cheese. He likes cheese a little bit. I've given him...
Why are they bringing out Dom?
Oh, I guess because they won't hit a woman, so...
Dom, and Mommy.
Meat and stuff.
Is this a championship match?
I don't think so.
He feigns the grind.
Because, like, somebody on Twitch is showing the show. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it happens. They'll get suspended.
Somebody says, why do I have a feeling that they are going to give Roman 2 more championships?
I don't know why you get that
feeling.
I do not have that feeling.
Baseball season hasn't been going great for most teams. Pickle says, moose knuckle. Robbie's like, what type of meat does Leo like? He likes beef and chicken and fish.
Pork.
He's a cat. Of course he likes meat.
He doesn't like mouse.
Well, I don't want him to eat them. He could get worms. So he says, doesn't AEW get preempted by both basketball and hockey playoffs or something?
They get moved. They'll end up doing it on a Saturday, if that is the case. If that's what preempted means.
Yeah. Preempted. Like, they get moved.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the others take over their spot. Everybody's like, did Leo ever try to eat your food from your dinner?
No.
No. Like I said, he usually doesn't care. Like, he's just not people food orientated. Every once in a while, he's interested in what you have, but I usually don't give it to him until, like, after I'm done if I want him to try something. Or I'm doing something else and I feed it to him. But most of the time, he doesn't even care. He really doesn't.
Does not. He sleeps so much that it doesn't matter anyway. I don't know what he does at night because I shut the door. Last night I woke up at 2 and 4, wide awake. I was like, son of a bitch.
Somebody says, we know Roman won't take the pinfall in that match. Joshua says, well, he brought out the demon against Edge, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, and he paid for it.
He got whacked
with a
in
big
the head.
slice to his head. So he says, I mean, doesn't AEW Dynamite usually get preempted at some point for something sports related? I get what you mean. Oh my god. People's like, is this over yet? Come on. I know, right?
We're waiting.
Now they're just doing commercials and, oh my lord, there's too much time left. Ridiculous. It's the network that's not worth it bragging about with the weirdness.
Yeah. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. We're waiting. There's a commercial. Bret Hitman Hart. It was like they had the computer read it. Bret Hitman Hart. It's Bret the Hitman Hart.
Bret Hitman Hart. I don't know what I'm talking about. So he's like, why didn't they make this commercial free? Because there's too much time left. Pickles like Australia, Saudi, Australia, London. Oi, oi, oi. Something needs to happen. It's boring as fuck. Hey, they're back to Monday Night Raw with Rhea and Dom out there being morons. Helping them out because they need the morale boost, I guess.
Yeah, morale boost.
Yeah, that. Robbie's like, Sammy and KO, they seem better as a tag team. Piola says on Twitch, also my gal pal is so dumb. Like she wants to be on Twitch everywhere. What does that even mean? Like she goes places and then she just starts streaming on Twitch? Is that what you're talking about? Everywhere? Sophie says they made the main event of Raw commercial free before. Yeah, but this isn't before. This is now. Because says she's in a pool hall, weirdo. So she really does just take and record herself everywhere with people. Interesting and weird.
Good for you. Just carry your phone with you everywhere. Record it.
Because like she's streaming inside a pool hall. So weird. Is she with people? Or is she by herself? Strange. Get him! Hurry, Sammy. Get to Kevin. He did it. Now it's Kevin and Damian. Gave him the old 1-2 with the knuckle sandwich.
1-2, 1-2.
Sophie's like, I thought Randy Orton was coming tonight. I think that's just a rumor of possibility, not necessarily truth. Pico's like, I would chatter more. Pico's like, no, Solo. Oh. Solo. Thank you, buddy. Robbie's like, D has H improved the women's division like he said he would all them years ago. No. Ooh, took them all out, and Rhea thought, thought he was going to get hit, but he didn't. Oh, he cannonballed. Poor Damien. Poor guy. Oh, Damien kicked out of it just in time.
My buddy's mom died today.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry.
Jordan Moser.
Really?
Yeah, they grew up right next door to me.
Oh, my.
Kristen. I think Don passed away a couple years ago. His dad.
Oh, jeez. Bobby, so that Joshua says, so no Randy, guys? I don't know. We have like 14 minutes left, everybody. There's a possibility, but I don't think so. So he says, hopefully after Saudi, Kevin Owens, Zayn, and the Bloodline story can finally be over. Robbie says WWE seek to like random tag matches. Seem to like.
They just kicked him out.
Oh, dang it. They got kicked out? That's so sad for them, I guess. Oh, man. It's terrible. It's a tragedy, KP. What are you smiling about, Kevin Patrick? Feels like, is Damian Priest going to win a singles title this year? Maybe 2024? You think they're going to put a singles title on him at some point, maybe?
No.
Damian Priest?
Yeah, I mean, he could obviously win
I guess he could always be an
mid-card.
IC or a United States champion. Like, he kind of was in NXT, the North American guy.
Yeah, he could definitely get over.
He could be a mid-card champion.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Xavier Woods came out to
Woods
beat
with an
up
attack from
some
behind.
dom-dom.
Notice he didn't attack him from the front, though. He was scared of him.
Yeah.
He did get him
Chris
from behind.
says, so who looked best tonight, Rhea or Becky? I guess Becky looks so hot tonight, and Sonya as usual.
Yeah, Becky looked fantastic.
So he says Roman has been feuding with both Zayn and Owens for most of this year, and Robbie says Priest isn't good enough to win a title. Maybe not a main title.
What's happening here?
But Imperium?
Old Twinkie tits out there.
Why is Damien all excited about it? Why is he smiling? Oh, God, a commercial. Jesus Christ, somebody help me. I need some help here. I need some help. So he says, do you think Dom will win a singles championship at some point? God, I hope not. But, you know, who knows? But I hope that never happens. I don't feel he's good enough to win it. Well, I was like, Sonya plasters too much makeup on. Oh, God. Sonya does. Dude, have you seen Rhea's face? He goes like, help me, baby Jesus, right? Help me, Tom Cruise. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Yeah.
Help me, Obi-Wan. You're our only hope. Help me, Obi-Wan. You're our only hope.
Whack.
Stop whacking yourself with things.
I like to whack myself.
Cruz says Paul Heyman and Finn were talking in the back. Yeah, Paul Heyman was also talking to the whatchamacallit guys.
Judgment Day?
No.
Imperium.
Yeah.
Emporium.
Those guys. Luna is in the chat. Hey, Luna. I had a cheeseburger and fries and a drink was their dinner. Nice, I didn't get dinner. Bobby says emos always do. D and Sophie says, I wonder if we will see superstars that have never won a championship before finally win their first championship.
That tinfoil, right?
Madness.
Magnus for Magnuson.
Madness.
10 more minutes of this, guys.
Madness. Godflesh
What's
like,
Twinkie
hey,
Tits
I'm
doing?
An emo too. Pico's like, my chicken parmesan went well. Have some for lunch tomorrow. Lucky dog. Glad you're chucking your chicken parm in the oven went well. Didn't overcook it. That's always good. Rubbery chicken's gross. Sophie says, I don't see Judgment Day lasting forever.
No. It's not their purpose.
Oh, God. Robbie says, Diaz dinner time, always something to look forward to. What?
Yeah, the last meal of the day.
Chris says, Travis, thoughts on Max Muncy?
Solid hitter. Not a great defender. You know, I love those those Dodgers. They're my favorite.
He's shitty McShittertons. I'll say it for him. He's stupid like his father. Because he's on the Dodgers. Ew, boo. Every player that's on the Dodgers is poopy because they're on the Dodgers. They're a poopy team of poopy poopertons. There. Is that better? That's what he thinks of them.
They just have bad character.
He's a bad character.
Uh-oh, Finn Balor's throwing Sammy around.
Oh, no. Poor Sammy. He got the old 1-2.
Look at this. Kevin in there by himself, like normal. Every time I watch these two wrestle, Kevin's in there by himself.
Right? Getting
and
beat
then
up.
Sammy comes in, hits a Hallula kick, and pins the guy.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
It's their MO.
It's their blueprint.
They're like, well, we need to make sure we go by our MO tonight. And Robbie's like, the Dodgers have a good record of stupid.
Yeah, because they're the Dodgers. I'm just hoping San Diego beats them this year.
Sophie's like, did you watch any movies or TV shows this past weekend?
Yeah. Watched
Dungeons
Honor
and
Among
Dragons.
Thieves, Dungeons and Dragons. It's a pretty damn good show.
It wasn't too bad. It was pretty
You're
good.
into good shows.
Only if you're into it, though. Because
If you're not into good
otherwise,
shows, don't watch it.
don't watch it. Why are you up? Nope. You have like 4 minutes. Probably more than
Oh, and I watched Kill Bill 1 for the first time ever.
breathe on me. It's weird.
So I watched two
No, watch.
movies this weekend. I got to watch Kill Bill
No, touch it.
Dose still. I have not seen Dose. But I have now I can officially say I have seen part 1. And the rape scene I remembered is nowhere near rape.
No,
I thought there was actually rape going on, but maybe that's a different movie.
probably.
So
The girl with the dragon tattoo, maybe.
was she getting raped in a coma?
No,
Oh.
kind of, maybe. She was knocked out. Let's see. Robbie says, nah, dude, the Dodgers will win. Sophie says, Dungeons and Dragons movie is hitting Paramount Plus tomorrow. Pilo says, okay, so I will tell you play by play. The Asian girl at the bar, she hopped on the stage and was doing a TikTok dance. God, this girl is dense. Pickle's like, congratulations, Travis. Tarantino is genius.
Genius, genius, genius.
Robbie's like, watch a film called Dead. That sounds dead. Sophie says, I watched Spider-Man Homecoming my second time and my mom's first time yesterday.
Never seen it.
Oh,
Do you have to
Robbie,
watch the other ones
Man's Shoes.
to understand what's happening?
Robbie's like, watch Dead Man's Shoes. Is that some weird code for something? Dead Man's Shoes. Is that a normal UK movie?
Whoa. Sammy picks him up. Scoop slam.
Get him.
To it.
Oh no, the kick out happened.
Why do they make it sound like it's a big deal?
I don't know.
Is he getting yelled at by his tribal chief?
Oh, probably.
And why wouldn't you do like a live video chat?
Sophie says, no, Spider-Man Homecoming is different. It isn't connected to the other Spider-Man movies. Not even a little bit. Not even
So
a
you can
smidge
watch
of
it on its
nothing.
own. It just is
It's
a
its own
standalone.
little thing. You never have to see any of the other Spider-Mans ever.
You might want to know how he was made into Spider-Man, but other than that.
Yeah.
Is his uncle dead already?
Robbie's like, it's called Dead Man's Shoes. It's a great UK film worth watching.
It sounds like a pirate movie. I don't know why. Like Dead Man's Curse or something.
Dead Man's Shoes. And where are we supposed to be watching this movie, Robbie? So it's like, it is on Disney Plus, not that movie, The Spider-Man Homecoming. Pico says, oh, remember how we were talking about 300 and Gladiator earlier? Troy
Yes.
is on cable.
Love Troy. I can watch that movie 7 times in a row, and it's like 3.5 hours long.
Robbie's like,
Look,
Spider-Man
Imperium's on the
sucks.
outside.
Oh, no, you're going to get the fruit roll up, buddy. Oh, he got out of it real quick, though. Good job.
There is 4 minutes left, guys. There's no way Randy's showing up to retire.
Kevin's going to help him, but his buddy out.
So you're not going to see Randy Orton. Big choke slam coming up, though. Nope. Kevin slips behind him. Nope. Went for the cutter. Or not cutter, but the stunner. There it is. And Kevin gets thrown out. Guess what? It's just Sammy and Finn.
Shane Meadows.
Bexploder.
Director. Sophie says, yeah, the Spider-Man movie, they skipped the death of Uncle Ben, and he has been Spider-Man for a while. Sophie says it should be on Netflix or Prime.
Halola kick. Finn's getting pinned right here. It's over, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finn kicks out.
Finn never got pinned.
Kevin, you don't want any of that.
Oh, no. You're going to lose.
But it's not a tag team title match.
No. Sophie says a couple
Sammy
weeks ago,
going to the outside.
Oh, Clueless.
Hey, that was on last night. I was watching that a little bit.
Were you clueless while you were watching Clueless?
Here it is. Another hula kick. Look behind him. Get him, Finn.
Oh, shit. They really are making sure.
Here it is. Coup de grace.
Oh, no. Not the coup de grace.
That's it.
Oh.
Might as well count to 100 because he's not kicking out of that. Now we just need to see that for the belts. Well, who cares if they lose? You don't care if they lose. You care if they lose their belts.
Yeah. Belt losers. Rob says, D, you're not interested in Raw at all, I can tell. Sophie says, I like rewatching stuff because I might have missed stuff I couldn't see the first time for some reason. True that. Sometimes happens like that. Well, it looks like Kevin and Sammy lost this match they had against the Judgment Day thanks to Imperium distracting the ref a whole bunch. And the ref was stupid enough to fall for it. What a loser.
He's got a stupidity complex.
He's got the stupid like his father. It's going around, I see. Rob is like, how they making the title holders lose?
Because of all the interference. It's a bloodline storyline that had something to do with Imperium and the Dark Order or whatever this group. So
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
Robin's like, say it in English. Like English or just English?
I can't speak English.
Chop, chop, cheerio! Hey, time and crumpets.
Yeah, I have to pause in between each word that you say. And then speed it up a little bit. And then you are fine because that's how they talk over there. We're going to be under one
roof on the next week's Raw.
Under one roof!
Brock and Cody are going to hang out together and have a good time.
We're also going to have a contract signing.
Chris says maybe Paul is keeping Imperium and Judgment Day at bay so Finn and Gunther can challenge Roman.
Trish is like 50. She has a way better body. But her face isn't as pretty.
That's funny. Oh, bye. Goodness. All right, guys, that's the end of Raw tonight. Sami Zayn and KO lost to Judgment Day. Thanks to the invasive maneuvers of Imperium helping out Judgment Day to make sure that they won. So there's that.
No.
And all that fun stuff. All right, everybody.
Well, that was a hell of a competition tonight. What a great show.
So we're going to be back on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite, everybody. We'll see you then, you know, all that stuff. So make sure you come and join us and hang out with us.
Yeah, especially if you like Dynamite. But if you don't like Dynamite, still hang out with us. We'll see you on Wednesday. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.